Greetings and welcome back to another episode of The Greatest Show in the Galaxy, the show where I, the curator, discuss my personal favorite show of all time, personal favorite franchise of all time, Doctor Who, with, as been the case for all the month of this month, with my good friend Soda. How are you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Hoping the show doesn't go long again this week.
Well,
It
we'll
won't.
see. I mean, the classic series ones had more companions, but it was shorter than the modern one, which had less companions. And this one has the most companions out of all three that we've done so far. But some of these are incredibly short. Like a lot of these are just paragraphs.
Good,
And
because
that's it.
I only have an hour and a half today.
Oh boy. So
Yeah, boy.
let's go right ahead and start as soon as we can. First of all, with the birthday section. Thankfully, the birthday section is kind of quick. It's gonna be a bit of a breeze today. So we are counting from the 25th to the 31st of July. Bless you. I don't know what the hell that was.
Clear my throat.
Oh, all right. So on the 25th, the first one we have today is Kevin Stoney, arguably one of the better villain actors of the classic series. Of course, he played the character of Mavic Chen in the Daleks' Master Plan, and as seen in this picture, Tobias Vaughn in The Invasion. He also later played another character in Revenge of the Cybermen, but it's really just Tobias Vaughn and Mavic Chen who are the standouts. Like, he really was an S tier villain, two S tier villains in the classic series, and those two roles alone basically kind of make him the only actor to betray the Daleks and the Cybermen in a way.
What happened to his eye?
Nothing. That's just a weird tick that he had all throughout the episode.
Okay. I'm like, what the fuck?
On the 25th as well, we have Mr. Cyril Lockham. He, of course, played the first iteration of the White Guardian, all the way back in the Search for the Key to Time series with Tom Baker. Of course, he reprised the role for Enlightenment, but I mean, he basically started the role of the White Guardian, which was then later reused in a lot of other places all around Doctor Who. Now, here on the 26th, we finally have someone you'll recognize. Eve Miles.
Yes, I did see her birthday pop up not that long ago.
Now, of course, she was Gwyneth in The Unquiet Dead, but of course, that was just a precursor to her role as Gwen Cooper, a role she continues to portray today on Big Finish.
A descendant of the first role, and basically that first episode was more of, I guess you could say, an audition than anything else.
Yes,
which
that's a very
good times with those Torchwoods people. Because then we also see, oh shit, what's her name?
Naoko Mori.
Yeah, we saw her in the episode with why am I blanking on the name?
The Slitheen.
Slitheen. I was confusing them with the Zadoons for a second.
Zadoons.
It's her, and I could swear there was another one. Maybe I'm mistaken.
No, that was just those two.
Okay.
Naoko Mori and Eve Miles, of course, Toshiko Sato and Gwen Cooper, respectively. And speaking of monsters and aliens, we have Spencer Wielding, he did a lot of creature work for a lot of Doctor Who stuff, particularly in the Matt Smith era. He was the Minotaur creature from the God Complex. He was the Wooden King from the Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. He was the Ice Warrior Skaldak in Cold War. He was also the Quill Godness in the spin-off show Class, and he was the leader of the Dregs in the Jodie Whittaker episode Orphan 55.
I see about half of those.
Well, at least you saw the ones that matter. And a lot of these are due on this 26th. So next we're just gonna jump into Nana Visitor. She was in one episode of Torchwood, but of course she's much more famous for being Kira Nerys in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, essentially the second in command of that particular Star Trek show. What?
So no shit. I've never seen the show.
Well, I have, and well, if Snark was on here, he would appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
On the 26th, we have Mr. Bob Baker, the creator of K9. No big deal.
K9.
Of course, he wrote a lot of episodes in from the fourth and fifth Doctor's era, but I mean, just he is the creator of K9, so that's really what most people know him for. Also, on the 26th, we have Mr. Roy Scammell. Apologies for mispronouncing the name. He was a stunt double, or rather, a stunt person on a lot of episodes, particularly from the Joan Pertwee era, which a lot of these were uncredited. So I decided to give him the credit that he deserves in this episode today. And on the 29th, I think you're really gonna like this. The one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, David Warner.
He rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. He did a lot of roles, particularly for Big Finish. Of course, he was the Viperox leader in the David Tennant episode Dreamland, the animated version. He was in Cold War also, but I mean, he's mostly recognized within the role of Doctor Who for his many Big Finish roles, particularly which playing the Doctor himself in the Unbound universe. And before I let you go, it is so sad that he was taken away from us 3 or 4 days before his birthday. But
yeah, but you know what? The dude left us an incredible body of work. He was the Doctor in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. He was in Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country. He was the villain in the original Tron. But for me, he will always be Spicer Lovejoy from Titanic, the henchman for Callan and Hockley.
Yeah. So that's why I said the Doctor Who credits, and I reserved the other credits for you.
Yeah, no, the dude has quite the filmography. Quite the filmography.
Seriously, look him up. You've probably seen him more than 10 times.
Oh, probably, yeah.
And another person who frequently visits many Big Finish stuff, Alexander Vlahos. He was in a lot of stuff, particularly in Sympathy for the Devil. He was, which also featured. Sorry, my bad. I was looking at David Warner again. He was in the Gunpowder Plot, the video game version. He was in the Gallifrey series. He was in Legion, the Diary of River Song, The Lives of Captain Jack, The War Master. He's been in a lot of stuff. I think he was also in one of the Last Centurion ones with Arthur Darvill. And the last one is kind of interesting, I suppose. I mean, we did talk about this episode already in this birthday section, but on the 31st, Andrew Marr, who is a real-life BBC TV journalist, who was basically played himself in the Slitheen two-parter. So I thought that was kind of funny. I think a lot of the TV reporters from that era were actually the real ones playing themselves on screen. So I thought that was really funny. So for the wonderfully long list of people we had today, well, not long, but just for the lovely list of people we had today, thank you all. We quite literally could not do this without you. And now let's talk some companions, right? So, as I've already mentioned, we have a lot of these, but most of these, at least half, let's go with that, at least half, have incredibly short stuff. Like, a lot of these did not have Wikipedia pages. So I had to search on IMDb and just manually type that in. And the ones that did have Wikipedia pages, for the most part, their page was like this big. So now there are several long ones, several of which it's perfectly understandable why, especially once you actually hear them. You'll know why they have these such long pages, and we're going to stay some time with them. But let's start off with one of these long ones. Tom Allen, who of course played the companion Oliver Harper in the Companion Chronicles, particularly for the first Doctor. I think that was the first example, I think first and last example of a companion brought in specifically for the Companion Chronicles series on Big Finish. All right, so let's go right ahead. So In 2005, at the age of 22, he won the UK Comedy Newcomer Award. So You Think You're Funny.
Hmm.
The same year, he won the BBC New Comedy Award. After a sellout run of his show at the Edinburgh Festival in 2016, he returned to the uh, Pleasance in Edinburgh the following year with his show Absolutely. He subsequently embarked on his first solo tour around the UK in September of 2016 and extended the tour into 2018, including 2 London runs at the Soho Theatre. His film work includes Color Me Kubrick with John Malkovich, Starter for 10 with James McAvoy and Mark Gatiss,
Hmm.
and Tamara Drew. For the BBC, he has appeared in a series of in the series Sensitive Skin and The Cult, as well as biopics, as Mark Ellis would say, of Fanny Craddock, Fanny Craddock, close brackets, Fear of Fanny, and my bad, biopics for Fanny Craddock, titled Fear Fanny, and Frankie Howard, titled Rather You Than Me. In 2008, he made his own documentary about identity for E4, titled Who is Tom Allen? In 2009, he appeared on Channel 4's weekly TNT show, writing and presenting Dictionary Corner. He also appeared on Law of the Playground for the same broadcaster in August 2015 and March 2016. He appeared on 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown as a Dictionary Corner guest. In October 2016, he appeared as a guest on BBC 2's The Great British Bake Off, An Extra Slice, and in January 2017, he made his debut on Live at the Apollo. The following month, he appeared as a panelist on the CBBC show The Dog Ate My Homework. In July 2016, he appeared on a celebrity special version of the game show The Crystal Maze, and an hour later, the same night, on Mock the Week. He has also appeared on Big Brother's Big Mouth and Big Brother's Little Brother. In 2018, he appeared on the BBC One comedy quiz show Ready or Not. He hosted Bake Off: The Professionals with former contestant from the Great British Bake Off, Liam Charles, but left before season 5, where he was replaced by Stacey Solomon. I'm pretty sure I deleted that, but apparently it just came back for some reason. He joined in the 2018 series of the Great British Bake Off, an extra slice as a regular contributor. In 2019, it was announced that he would become the new host of Series 15 of The Apprentice. The Apprentice, You're Fired.
Yep.
Taking over from Rod Gilbert. He also appeared in an episode of Josh Widdicombe's show Hypothetical in 2020. He competed on Richard Osman's House of Games. He also made 2 appearances on QI in the same year and appeared again on Hypothetical. In December 2020, he co-hosted the Great Christmas Bake Off alongside Matt Lucas.
Ooh.
On February 20th, 2021, he appeared as a contestant on the ITV game show Celebrity Catchphrase, and on April 11th, 2021, he appeared as a contestant on the ITV quiz show Tipping Point. Also in 2021, he presented Tom Allen's Quizness for Channel 4, a 5-part series first shown on May 14th, 2021, and was signed up to present ITV / Marks and Spencer's Cooking with the Stars, a competitive cookery. Again, I'm pretty sure I deleted the long explanation of what the show is, but whatever. He has co-written and recorded 2 series for The Correspondent for BBC Radio 4. In 2009, he made guest appearances on Loose Ends and The Richard Bacon Show. He took the lead role in the BBC Radio 4 comedy Bleak Expectations, which has so far ran for 5 seasons. In 2008, he recorded a radio adaptation of The Wooden Overcoat with Julia Davis and David Tennant, written by Mark Gatiss. He has also guested as a panelist on BBC Radio 4's Just a Minute in August 15. In February 2017. He was also a guest presenter of the 9th episode of the 86th series broadcast in April 2021. Maine, that was a mouthful. In 2018, as part of a series of comedy stand-up specials on BBC Radio 4, a program titled Tom Allen is Actually Not Very Nice was broadcast on April 22. The show was then extended to a series of 4 episodes, with 4-episode broadcasts in December of 2019. He portrayed Oliver Harper, the traveling companion of the First Doctor, and Stephen Taylor during a limited story arc on BBC on the Big Finish Productions audio dramas based on the Doctor Who series, released in 2011. He joined the First Doctor and Trent Taylor in the audio plays the Perpetual Bond, the Cold Equations, and the First Wave. Harper was the first ongoing companion created for the Companion Chronicles range. Since October 2015, he has co-hosted the podcast Like-Minded Friends with comedian Susie Ruffle, and he also guested on her other podcast, Out with Susie Ruffle. And with that, I'm going to take a bit of a break because thankfully the next 2 are incredibly short. So, have you anything to say?
Nothing really particularly. Like a lot of the shows you listed off, like there's a couple I recognize, obviously The Apprentice and The Bake Off and that stuff. But after that, nothing really popped out. But I do want to actually jump back a little bit to the birthday section because there's something that happened this week that I'm actually surprised you never mentioned, involving 2 Doctor Who actors.
Okay.
Tallulah Riley and Thomas Brodie Sangster got engaged this week.
Thomas Brodie Sangster and who?
Oh God, Tallulah Riley played Miss Evangelista.
Oh really?
Yeah, and she was formerly married to Elon Musk.
What?
Yeah, but no, they announced this week that they got engaged. They've been together for 2 years. They're engaged to be married.
Well, Mazel Tov.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this show only really follows birthdays, not engagement.
No, but I figured, you know what? That's a good thing involving 2 Doctor Who actors. I wanted to throw out there.
Well, thank you for that.
I'm surprised. I thought you would have seen that already, but I guess because you were
I was off on a spiritual journey this weekend. Let's put it that way. Okay, so are you ready to jump into the next one?
I am, and apparently Bear's making sure he's ready too.
Cool. As long as Bear gives me the okay, I can jump in. So next we have a series of companions who were basically the First Doctor's companions on TV, but for one reason or another, they were recast on The Big Finish with the actors who played them in An Adventure in Space and Time.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm of course referring to the trio of Ian, Barbara, and Susan from that film, and of course The Big Finish range. And we're going to start off with Claudia Grant, who of course played Carol Ann Ford in An Adventure in Space and Time, and now continues to play Susan Foreman, or as I call her, Other Susan, on The Big Finish range. Okay, so let me just start off by saying her agent is William Hartnell's actual granddaughter, Jessica Carney.
Wow.
So keeping it all within the family. Now she's mainly known for 2 short films, Invisible in 2007 and Life Support in 2012, and 1 episode of the TV show Doctors in 2013, as well as An Adventure in Space and Time written by Mark Gatiss in 2013, as well as Headlong's production of Spring Awakening in 2014. And that's it. So besides An Adventure in Space and Time, anything else you want to throw out on Claudia Grant?
Not particularly. I don't know what else to say. She didn't do much.
Yeah, but she's still young. She's got plenty of mileage ahead of her. So I just really like the fact that the woman who played the Doctor's granddaughter, her agent is the Doctor's granddaughter.
Like I said, that's
it's weird how these things continue to happen with Doctor Who all the time.
She had a shoe-in for that role.
Don't you just love it? Right? Don't you just love it? All right, so the woman who plays Barbara on The Big Finish range, who also played her in An Adventure in Space and Time, Gemma Powell. Apologize for mispronouncing the name. She made her screen debut in 2001 in The Hole. She is known for her roles in films such as Angel and Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland. She appeared in the movie Alpha Male, also starring Denny Houston and Jennifer Ale. She also played a screen actress Jacqueline Hill in Doctor Who, in the Doctor Who spin-off drama An Adventure in Space and Time in 2013, and has also recorded several audio plays starring Hill's on-screen character Barbara Wright since 2017. Her theater work includes The Cherry Orchard, and that's it. I told you these fast, right?
Yeah. You said her name was Gemma Hill?
Gemma Powell.
Sorry. Oh, okay. Because I heard the name Angel. I was thinking of an '80s film. I'm like, there's no way she's that old.
No. I thought you were gonna go with the Buffy spinoff. I'm like, that's not a movie.
No. There's 80s movies were interesting, but there's an '80s movie called Angel about a high school student who's also a prostitute at night. It's never seen it, but it's always one I saw in the video store as a kid, so it's always kind of stuck with me.
So if you have her IMDb, can you look up who she played in Alice in Wonderland?
Yep. Just give me a second. My bet is she was one of her character's name is Margaret Kingsley, so I'm assuming she's probably one of the people at the beginning when before Alice goes down the rabbit hole.
All right. Now this next one, I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy before Adventure in Space and Time, but I think you're really going to like Jamie Glover, who of course played William Russell in An Adventure in Space and Time, and then reprised the role of Ian Chesterton on The Big Finish Range. You know why?
Why?
He is the son of Julian Glover and Isla Blair.
Fuck off. Really?
Yeah. That last name did not come cheap, apparently.
That last name did not what?
Did not come cheap.
Okay.
That's a thing people say, right? I didn't just make something up.
It might be something you say over here.
All right, fine. I mean, never mind. So there are a couple of things I think you're really going to be very intrigued by with this person, okay? He made his professional debut in the soap opera Jupiter Moon, and his other TV credits include Birds of a Feather, Casualty, Joseph, New Tricks, Midsummer Murders, and Trial and Retribution 15, Rules of the Game. Now, something I apparently deleted, and I'm now kicking myself for doing so. It was like after he made his debut, his parents basically kept him away from the spotlight because they wanted him to decide if he wants to go into acting when he's of proper age. I think he was like 8 or 9 when he debuted. No idea why I decided to delete that. He appeared in the first 2 series of the BBC One school drama Waterloo Road. He briefly reprised the role in the 4th series and returned again in 2023. He made his first stage appearance at the age of there it is, at the age of 8 in a production of Coriolanus at Stratford. Although other juvenile appearances and film offers followed, his parents kept him from becoming a child actor, before preferring that he make the choices about his career when he was ready. Smart move, if you ask me.
Agreed.
Yeah. His theater work includes Edward III, Henry V in Propeller, The Chalk Garden, The Glass Menagerie, The Cherry Orchard, and All's Well That Ends Well, alongside, drum roll please, Dame Judi Dench.
Ah, yes.
He also appeared in Hamlet at the Norwich Playhouse alongside his parents, with Julian Glover also directing the production. He most recently played Peter in the French comedy What's in a Name at the Birmingham Repertory Theatre in January 2017. He is currently playing, drum roll please, again, Harry Potter in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child at the Palace Theatre.
I want to piggyback off that because I was going to wait till you're done to bring up something. He voiced Remus Lupin in the video game adaptation of Prisoner of Azkaban.
You know, it might actually be on the list.
Well, the reason why I brought that up, because there's something you skipped over from early his career that I'm surprised you did. So,
Well, hold on, hold
Get to
on,
it. We'll get to
hold on. Let me get to the end, and we'll see if it's on here. Okay.
Oh, it's not. You've already passed it.
We'll see. So he plays he's been playing Harry Potter in London since May 24th, 2017. He has appeared in the films These Foolish Things, The Reef, and Closing Numbers. He has lent his voice to documentaries, commercials, audiobooks, and computer games. He joined the Star Wars universe in various voice roles. He played General Maximilian Veers in Star Wars Battlefront 2, taking over the role from his father, who played the same character in The Empire Strikes Back. I'm pretty sure that's not on the wiki, and I manually added that on because fuck everyone else. He returned to reprise his role as Veers in Star Wars Empire at War. He also did voice work in Knights of the Old Republic 2, and has a major role in Star Wars The Old Republic, the MMO version, as Darth Malgus. He directed student productions at RADA, and in 2008, he made his directorial debut with the production of Measure for Measure for the Ambassadors Theater Group. So, did I mention one of the things that I thought I skipped?
Nope. So one of his early film credits is from another Lucasfilm project in 1992, The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. He appeared in the episode Some. Some early August 1916 during World War I.
Okay, so curiously, that's not on the wiki page.
It's on the IMDb page.
Well, that's why you go to both. But see,
if none of you have seen The Young Indiana Jones, I highly do recommend go watching it.
There is one actress who is on the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles coming up, but
before we continue, that is actually one thing about the Young Indiana Jones. There's a lot of famous people before they became famous on that show, like Daniel,
like Doctor Who,
Catherine Zeta-Jones. There's a bunch of other people. Yeah,
just like Doctor Who.
Yep.
So a couple of weeks ago, he had a birthday, and I had him on while Taco was guest starring during the H.P. Lovecraft episode, and we just started talking about how he had the birthday the same week as Peter Serafinowicz, who of course played Darth Maul in The Phantom Menace, and the week before was David Prowse. So yeah, David Prowse. We had Darth Vader, Darth Maul, and Darth Malgus, three of Taco's favorite Darths, mentioned in a Doctor Who episode.
Nice.
And now we're still kind of sticking with a recast of a first Doctor companion with Lauren Cornelius. I apologize if I mispronounce your name. I always misspell it. Who, of course, plays the role of Dodo Chaplet, taking over from Jackie Lane, who passed away in 2021, I think. Either 2021 or 2022. Now, she has had roles in That's What She Said in 2017, The Double in 2018, A Date with Sheila in 2019, and Murder Ballads, How to Make It in Rock and Roll in 2023. In film, she in film and in Isaac Newton, Master of the Mint, the Merchant of Venice, Wuthering Heights, and Twisted Guide to Life on stage, and that's all she has.
Basically, sounds like a typical British actress.
Yep, they're just stereotypical British actress that they plucked out of obscurity and put her in Doctor Who Big Finish audios.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It took us less than half an hour to get through the first Doctor.
That'll never happen again.
Yes. And you know something else? We got nobody for the second Doctor.
Yeah, you said that. It's just still fun weird, but because you said that they're just starting to do them now.
Yeah, they just finally got Michael Troughton doing his father's role.
That's not the son that appeared in Midnight, is it?
No, that's David Troughton.
Okay. Is this
He's got like 5 sons, by the way.
Okay, so which is the kid who played Dudley Dursley? Is he related to one of those two, or is it one of the other brothers?
Well, naturally, yes. He's the grandson of.
But what I mean is, like, is he the son of one of those two?
No, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure he's the son of another son. Again, like Patrick Troughton had like 5 sons that we know of.
So you're saying he got around?
Oh, he had a second wife, that he kept secret from his other wife and children.
What?
He was a much more interesting person behind the camera than he was as the Doctor.
Oh,
Just
I'm
wanted to
so
point that
looking
out.
that up now.
Now you do that because the next one is pretty long. We got Richard Pierce. Sorry, my bad. Who played one of my least favorite companions of all time. Of course, we know who my least favorite one is, but Jeremy Fitzoliver for the Third Doctor BBC Radio plays in the 90s. Oh boy. Okay, so while you're still looking stuff up, he has appeared in over, get this, 500 radio dramas and was twice a member of the BBC Radio Drama Company. He appeared in Tales My Father Taught Me and in a variety of radio parts ranging from Dan Dare to The Angel of Rome. In 1992 and 1993, he appeared in the BBC radio adaptation of The Adventures of Tintin, playing the eponymous hero. His other audio work includes... What?
That's Tintin?
Yeah, he played Tintin.
Okay.
Okay, so his other audio work includes Kenneth Branagh's Romeo and Juliet in the Renaissance, The Taming of the Shrew for BBC, Hamlet for Naxos, The Skull Beneath the Skin by P.D. James for BBC, Oliver Twist, again BBC, A Woman of No Importance for Penguin, that is Penguin Random House Production, by the way, and two of BBC Audio's highest-selling audio series, The Adventures of Tintin for BBC again, and Doctor Who playing Jeremy Fitzoliver, one of the Doctor's companions in two specially commissioned episodes, The Paradise of Death and The Ghost of End Space. Do not listen to those. I mean, it's cool that was John Pertwee's final performance as the Doctor alongside Sarah Jane Smith and the Brigadier played by Elizabeth Sladen and Nicholas Courtney, but this guy in it is just the worst. Anyway, so he was the voice of Douglas in Douglas and Vince, the two heroes for BBC. Budgie, the little helicopter for ITV. Dennis the Menace for BBC. Inky Winky the Spider for Pop. And Oswald for Nick Jr. And Channel 5 UK dub. In addition, he has appeared in the Wishing Chair for BBC, The Faraway Tree for BBC again, as Nadim in The Magic Key for BBC, Number Time, BBC again, Agrippine for Channel 5, Woof Woof the Dog in McDonald's Farm for ITV, and two characters in The Forgotten Toys for ITV, as well as appearances in Shakespeare the Animated Tales for S4C. He is currently the voice of Spot the Dog. He provided the voice to audiobooks including Armand's Journey, Old Hall, New Hall, The Happy Numbers of Julius Miles, and The Girl in White. His other work includes Decline and Fall, The Meccan Moonfleet, and Testament, The Bible in Animation. His voice roles in video games include Bjorn and Trent in Everybody's Golf World Tour. Now, I want to go back to Spot the Dog because I think we talked about Spot the Dog a couple of episodes ago, maybe on Found with Flags, and I just forgot the name of the dog, so we used Clifford, the big red dog, as a placeholder, maybe for the Peeposh episode. But yeah, so I was referring to Spot. Are you familiar with Spot the Dog?
I am, but it's from way back. So good luck trying to get any memories out of me.
Yeah, the reason I couldn't pull his name is because we have a different name for him in the Hebrew dubbed version. But so what have you to say about Richard Pierce or Patrick Troughton's love life as I try to finish my tea?
Okay, so back to the guy we were talking about. I loved that it's Tintin. Like, come on. But so back to Troughton's life. So I figured out that Harry Melling is the son of Joanna Troughton, his daughter, who, because of all the shit that Troughton pulled with his first wife, refused to speak to him and never reconciled with the day he died. So I have a feeling Harry Melling never met his grandfather.
I have a feeling that Patrick Troughton cloned himself, which wouldn't be out of place with all the shit he's pulled off. Because I mean, look at Harry Melling now.
Yeah.
He looks exactly like him.
Yeah. No, he had 6 children, 3 with his first wife, 3 with the mistress. And yeah. What a
And Harry Melling is the son of
Joanna Troughton.
yeah. I think that's his only daughter.
It's
like
his only
5 sons and 1 daughter.
No, he's got another daughter.
Oh, okay.
For the mistress. But this one is an author and illustrator of children's books.
Cool.
Yeah. So she is the sister of David and Michael.
Oh, so from the main wife.
From the main marriage.
All right.
And here's an excerpt. So listen to this before we move on. Troughton maintained the deception of having stayed with his original family that was so successful that his own mother died unaware of the separation in 1974. 24 years after he left his first wife.
Damn.
That's a good actor.
One of the greatest actors in the world.
Apparently.
Did you know, by the way, he is the first actor in the world to play Robin Hood on television?
I did not know that.
And I'll tell you something else. In the Capaldi episode with Robin Hood, when the Doctor tries to show Robin Hood that he's a fake, and he shows him all these pictures of Robin Hood in Legends, they show a picture of Patrick Troughton as Robin Hood.
I gotta look that picture up.
Right.
All right,
so,
next.
On to another long one. And again, this is one of the ones where you understand why we're going to have to stay a long time on this guy. It's John Colshaw.
Sure.
Now, of course, he played... All right, sorry. I have these out of order. My bad. So we'll just put a pin in John Colshaw for now, because now we got Daisy Ashford, who, of course, is the daughter of Caroline John and Jeffrey Beavers, otherwise known as Liz Shaw and the Master, who, of course, she plays... we talked about it last week. Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, you told me, but it's the first time I've seen a picture of her.
I mean, looking at a picture, you can kind of tell
you
is...
see the resemblance.
The amalgamation of those two. And yeah, she, of course, plays the role popularized by her mother, Liz Shaw, in the...
Glad you corrected yourself. That'd be a little weird. She played the role popularized by her father.
Yeah, can you imagine her saying... hold on, where is it? Can you imagine her saying... A new body at last?
No.
All right, so this is relatively short. She appeared in movies such as Like Father, Like Son in 2005, Brodsky Books in 2012, The Sweeter Side of Life in 2013, Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit 2014,
oh cool,
and Death Samber in 2019, and one episode appearances in TV shows such as The Bill in 1989, Crime Watch UK in 2005, Wallander in 2012, Spotless in 2015, Elizabeth I in 2017, Emmerdale Farm in 2019, Trigonometry in 2020, the Midwich Crooks, Mammals, and EastEnders, all in 2022. And that's it.
So yeah, for me, what stood out was she was in Jack Ryan with John Krasinski.
Yeah, that Jack Ryan.
Yeah, the latest one.
Wait, is it the latest one? They didn't do another one after 2014?
No, this was a TV show on Amazon.
No, that's
the last movie. This is the one with Chris Pine. Then they did a TV show with Krasinski. So 2014, I think she was in the final film.
Yeah, 2014. That's what it says on the thing. Yeah. Okay, now talking about family resemblance. Do you recognize who this is?
I have a feeling
Come on.
That's not Elizabeth Sladen's kid, is it?
Yes, it is.
Shit.
And you know what? She even sounds like her too.
Really? Well, that definitely helps.
So, and of course, she plays Sarah Jane Smith in the Big Finish stuff. Sadie Miller. Sadie! So, Sadie Miller. At 8 years old, she made her TV debut as the on-screen daughter of Minnie Driver's character Sally in the BBC Screen One film Royal Celebration. She appeared alongside her mother in the retrospective documentary Doctor Who 30 Years in the TARDIS in 1993, the year I was born. She also played Natalie Redfern in both series of the Sarah Jane Smith for Big Finish Productions in 2002 and 2006. Do not listen to those; they suck. By the way, and wrote several monologues of her mother on the audio "The Actor Speaks." In early 2010s, she wrote several short stories, novellas, novels, and poems for several magazines and other publishings such as Our Room Press and the Oddville Press. In April 2016, she published her debut novel as the first book of the second series of the Lethbridge Stewart novels, Moonblink, under the publishing house Candy Jar Books. And I'll just take a slight pivot. So basically, these books are basically about Lethbridge Stewart, but not the one you're familiar with, the one from an alternate universe, which was already in a Doctor Who episode prior to that, where basically, imagine this, it's like the mirror universe from Star Trek.
I was just gonna think about that mirror Spock.
Yeah, basically that. It's like the brigadier, clean shaven, with an eye patch and a scar over his eye, and basically the whole world, or rather Britain, has fallen into a fascist Nazi-like regime, with the Doctor leading an alternate version of the Doctor being the leader of the fascist British government, with Lethbridge Stewart as his right-hand man. It's wild.
Looks like Nick Fury.
Basically, yeah. Okay, so back to Sadie Miller for a second. Sadie! In 2021, she took over for her mother in the role of Sarah Jane Smith for the Doctor Who Big Finish Productions audio dramas, first with Tom Baker as the fourth Doctor in Return of the Cybermen, then with Tim Treloar as the third Doctor in the Third Doctor Adventures.
So I know you were joking earlier about how Patrick Troughton might have a few more children. Bring that up again.
Bring back up what?
That picture.
This?
You see a little bit of Troughton in there.
No, Soda. Why are you doing this to me? Why?
Hey, you're the one that brought it up.
I mean, yeah, but we do know who her father is. He's also in Doctor Who.
No, I'm just saying you can see a little bit in there.
All right, fine. But yeah, also, again, why did I delete this? I have no idea, but she basically said in a statement that because her father already appeared in several episodes of Doctor Who prior to that, but because he came back in Peter Capaldi's first episode, that was when she saw it, and she felt like it's time for her to go back into the world of Doctor Who.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so now we're on to John Colshaw as the other Brigadier. Of course, he plays a lot of roles on Big Finish. He sometimes doubles for the fourth Doctor, but I mean, he's primarily playing the Brigadier in most roles. He also doubled for the third Doctor in Masterful, by the way. Okay, and the Anthony Ainley Master, as a matter of fact. He rose to fame in January 1998 while working on Capital Radio by impersonating William Hugh and succeeding in contacting, get this, contacting number 10 Downing Street. He was put through to Tony Blair despite instantly discovering the ruse. Who, by the way, despite instantly discovering the ruse, had a lengthy conversation with him until a member of Blair's staff ended the call. He was one of the stars of the BBC Radio 4 comedy series Dead Ringers, which ran from 2000 to 2007, as well as the BBC 2 television series of the same name. The radio series of Dead Ringers made a return on BBC Radio 4 in 2014. In 2018, he gave a rare dramatic performance as David Bowie in the BBC Radio play The Final Take, Bowie in the Studio.
Cool.
An imagined account of Bowie as he works on his final album and looks back over his life. Between 2001 and 2002, he hosted a program on ITV called Alter Ego, where he interviewed male celebrities in their own style of speaking. He also appeared on 2D TV, a cartoon version of Dead Ringers. Sorry. In early 2004, using the same production team, he had his own program, The Impossible John Colshaw, commissioned for ITV. In 2005, he was a celebrity contestant on Comic Relief Does Fame Academy and was the fourth person to become eliminated. In the same year, he also appeared in the BBC general election coverage in the guise of Tony Blair and George W. Bush. In January 2006, he presented one series of the BBC program John Colshaw's Commercial Breakdown. In November 2007 and in December 2008, he appeared on The Sky at Night, impersonating young Sir Patrick Moore. In March 2011, he appeared again in the 700th episode of The Sky at Night, reading viewer questions to a panel of experts. He later appeared 2 months later reporting on the Northern Lights. In January 2008, he appeared on Big Brother Celebrity Hijack. In May 2008, he appeared in the BBC documentary series Map of Britain. Since 2009, he has starred in the BBC One comedy sketch show The Impressions Show. On March 13th, 2010, he was a guest judge on the BBC One charity program Lance Dance for Comic Relief. In 2013, he appeared as a contestant on the show itself. In 2010, he appeared in the television series Missing as Demaltine. In November 2013, he appeared in the one-off 50th anniversary comedy homage, The Five-ish Doctors reboot, as Tom Baker, because Tom Baker was too busy being on the actual special at the time.
Yeah.
Since 2015, he has voiced a number of characters for the ITV sketch show Newzoids. A second series aired in 2016. In 2017, he was one of the minor hosts of the Channel 5 documentary series Secrets of the National Trust. In February 2021, he appeared on Celebrity Mastermind doing Doctor Who, the John Pertwee years, for his specialist subject. Cool. He narrates the Channel 4 property series Sun, Sea, and Selling Houses. In film, he appeared as Tony Blair in the 2004 film Churchill, The Hollywood Years, and
Talk
voiced
about full fucking circle.
Yeah, and voiced Piston Pete in the 2008 film Agent Crush. And of course, I'm pulling an audible here, so that's not mentioned on the wiki, but he does a lot of audio reads for a lot of Doctor Who novels. And of course, he does all the different voices for all the different doctors and companions and whatnot.
So this guy sounds like he's got quite the versatile career, like starting off by prank calling Tony Blair to being Tony Blair. This dude sounds like he's got quite the career. Sounds like he's successful.
Yeah, sounds a little bit. There's also, I'll if I can remember, I'll look it up later and send it to you. There's like a sketch from, I believe, from Dead Ringers, where he just goes out on a train dressed as the Fourth Doctor and just convinces people he's literally the Doctor walking around.
Nice.
And we're so boring, you put Bear to sleep. Okay.
No, Bear was falling asleep in my arms, but I shoulder problems from balls, so I had to put him down.
All right. Okay, so this next person, hold on, I still don't have the thing. Okay, so we're gotta make a note to myself. Gotta add the Harry Sullivan is an imbecile meme again, because we're talking about the imbecile himself, and of course, because unfortunately, tragically, Ian Marter passed away on his 42nd birthday in the mid 80s. He was replaced on Big Finish by Christopher Naylor, who currently plays him on Big Finish. He does a lot of other roles in Big Finish, but
when did the original actor die?
1986, I think.
Oh shit!
I think. So don't quote me on that.
I will look that up. What was the character's name again?
The actor's name.
Yeah, but what was the character's name?
Harry Sullivan is an imbecile!
Thank you.
All right, so Christopher Naylor does a lot of roles for Big Finish, but specifically for the context of this episode, he's voicing Harry Sullivan, the imbecile. Okay, so his television work includes Warriors, 1999, Bugs, also 1999, Plastic Man, 1999 again, Sweet Revenge in 2001, In Love with Barbara in 2008, The Alienist in 2018, and The Crown in 2018. On film, he has appeared in Benediction in 2021. His theater work includes Dangerous Corner in 1999 and Hard Times in 2000. At the Watermill Theater, uh, Tour of Hay Fever in 2007, Song of the Western Man at the Minerva Theater in Chichester 2002, The Importance of Being Earnest at Work, at The Importance of Being Earnest at York Theatre Royale in 2005.
I just sit
Blue,
there and think about that for a second because obviously I know about the importance of being earnest, but
yeah,
it's like, wait, what?
sorry, my bad. Uh, Blue/Orange at the New Victoria Theatre in Stoke 2007, the world premiere of Leaving in 2008, and the Middlemarch trilogy in 2014 at the Orange Tree Theatre. In 2009, he starred in the West End stage production of The Woman in Black at the Fortune Theatre. In 2018, he appeared in the Royal Nation Theatre's UK International Tour of War Horse, the based on the novel, of course, that became uh, uh, the Spielberg movie. Where was I? Damn it! Why did I have to show off? Yeah, and as an artist, so we're done with theater, but as an artist, he has illustrated two books: The Night We Got Stuck in a Story in 2022, and Secrets of a Christmas Elf, also in 2022. He has also painted the cover images for the Big Finish audio dramas Jekyll and Hyde in 2022 and The Demon Song in 2023.
Cool. So yeah, nothing really pops out about this guy, unfortunately. However, I did look up Ian Martyr. Martyr died suddenly of a diabetic heart attack on his 42nd birthday in 1986. So you were correct.
Woo! I know things.
Yep, just said that's the one you knew. But like the fact that it was a death. But diabetic shock, 1986.
I mean, I did know some of the Patrick Troughton stuff.
Yeah, that's not gonna lie. That was probably the biggest takeaway from this episode is that the dude had a private life. Wow, and that he fooled everyone. My God,
including his own mother.
His own mother for 25 years almost.
Yeah, that's a quarter of a century.
The dude deserves a lifetime Oscar for that type of acting. Not for, being a husband, but for acting.
Yeah, he's not going to win Husband of the Century.
No,
but
it sounds like he was a shit husband.
Yeah. Now, in the late 70s, early 80s, the Doctor Who comic strip introduced the first ever Doctor Who companion of color, Sharon Davis, in 2019-ish, I think. Again, don't quote me on this.
Really?
What?
That's it? That's soon?
Yeah.
I thought
in comic book form.
I thought, okay, fair. I thought it would have been a lot earlier than that because I know of the earlier comics, right?
Yeah, but in 2019-ish, they adapted some of those stories, including the one we're about to see, The Star Beast, featuring Beak the Meep, but they actually gave the companion Sharon Davis a voice, and of course, it appears as though Yasmin Finney is going to play the role that she played in the comic book series. Again, jury's still out on that, but from the trailers, it looks like that the Yasmin Finney Rose character will be the character that Sharon Davis was in the original comic, but in the Big Finish range, she was played by Rhiannon Starbuck. Now, she was played by her in just one episode featuring the Star Beast, and from the looks of it, they pretty much covered certain things that happened later with that character in the comic book run. So jury's still out on whether or not she will come back to play the character. But for now, let's just talk about the actress. She appeared in a short film called Bachelor in 2016, one episode of Fresh Meat, also 2016, and 3 episodes of Emmerdale Farm, spread out between 2013 and 2018. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. And yes, I am paying attention. Just Bear's licking my hand right now.
As dogs should.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not a face licker, but he's a hand licker.
Well, I mean, do you have some? Did you eat some chips before we start?
No, he just likes to lick my hands.
Okay, maybe you got some traces of food somewhere between.
My mom thinks it's like some salt or something like that, some natural salt that comes off.
Or maybe you got sweaty fingers.
Maybe I haven't showered yet. I'm gonna do that later.
Well, thank you for mentioning that.
Well, it's not like I'm freaking how far away from you. This isn't 4D programming, folks. Yeah. Just every once in a while through the computer, you get a whiff of the soda.
That should be a new flavor of soda now. And I'm sorry I said that. Okay, so let's talk about something not quite as disgusting. Mrs. Wibsey, played, of course, by Susan Jameson in the Nest Cottage Chronicles from BBC Audio. She has appeared in Coronation Street in 1963, 1964, and 1968. The Likely Lads in 1964. Drum roll, please. Z-Cars. Thought you were rid of these, but didn't you? In 1965. Last of the Long-Haired Boys in 1968. I, Monster in 1970. Take Three Girls, 1969 and 1970. Sorry. Say Goodnight to Your Grandma in 1970. UFO in 1971. Special Branch in 1974. Space 1999 and 1975. When the Boat Comes in 1976 to 1977, and back in 1981. International Velvet 1978. To Serve Them All My Days from between 1980 and 1981. Terry on the Fence 1985. 2 Days, 9 Lives in 1991. A TV movie called The Girl in 1996. The Queen in 2009. New Tricks in between 2003 and 2013, Midsummer Murders in 2017, and All Creatures Great and Small in 2022. The show that I believe that the show that in the original run of the show in the 80s, sorry, in the 70s, I should say, that's the show that Peter Davison debuted in.
Cool.
Are you with me, or are you just looking stuff up?
Oh, I'm with you. I'm actually doing you a favor right now. I'm downloading a drum roll soundbite.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah, sorry, I am listening. I'm doing you a favor while we're doing it.
All right, so this next one is technically a companion of two doctors. So we're basically going to kill two stones with one bird here, with Jane Slavin, who's played the character of N. Kelso, the fourth Doctor companion, and Anya Kingdom, a companion of the 10th Doctor on Rig Finish. She has appeared on television in Lewis, Doctors, Peak Practice, Always in Everyone, Coronation Street, and the Doctor Who full cast audio drama The Paradise of Death, alongside John Pertwee himself. She has also been in a series regular in The Bill, Wycliffe, Maygreat, Clocking Off, Casually, and Heartbeat. Her theater roles include Alan Ayckbourn's Communicating Doors at the Savoy Theatre in London's West End, All Things Considered in Hampstead Theatre. She was Juliet in Romeo and Juliet in a world tour for the English Shakespeare Company, and famously fell off the balcony at the first preview. Her novel writing on the water. Sorry, what?
It actually reminds me of a story.
All right, well,
I'll tell you.
Say that for in a bit. Her novel Riding on the Water was published in 2003 by Transworld / Black Swan. Now go ahead.
Okay, so we have a local community theater here, and years ago they did pantomimes, which are kind of like parody musicals based on stuff. And something happened to one of the actors, so the director had to stand in for one of the shows, but he was doing all reading from a book. And while he was, doing his lines and doing his marking and stuff like that, wasn't paying attention where he was going, and he fell into the orchestra pit. Yeah, I was never there for that, but it's a famous story in our local theater community for sure.
Please tell me that the drummer did this to doom.
No one ever mentioned that, because we were all just laughing at the image of Chris Stone just going. Whoop. Speaking of which, there you go. Cool. 4-second clip.
Nice, very nice. So now we've got, I believe this is the last one for the Fourth Doctor. Nerys Hughes played the character Margaret Hopwood. So recent, it's not even on the Wikipedia page, but yeah. So one of her early dramatic roles was a television series titled Diary of a Young Man in 1964. She is best known for the successful BBC TV series The Liverbirds, which ran from 1969 to 1978. A brief revival in 1996. She later played the eponymous lead in The District Nurse, which was released in 2006. She made brief appearances in the films A Severed Head and Take a Girl Like You, both in 1970. In the theater, she has appeared with the Royal Shakespeare Company, the English Stage Company at the Royal Court, and the Theater of Comedy. She was on the science fiction quiz The Adventure Game in 1981. She also guest starred in the Doctor Who story Kinda in 1982, alongside Peter Davison as the Doctor. She also appeared in the Torchwood episode Something Borrowed as Rhys's mother. She's also known for her role in The Queen's Nose from 1998 to 2000.
So her episode in Torchwood, was that first year or second year?
That's the second year. That's the year where, hold on. It's a mirror. Again, these things keep happening on the show. It's a mirror. It's the episode where Eve Miles gets pregnant in.
Okay. Because if I'm being honest, I have seen both seasons, but everything I remember is from the first season.
Cool.
Like, I mean, the reanimating of some of the corpses and stuff like that. Like, everything I remember seems to take place in the first season.
You know what? I think obviously the third season is the best. Let's not get into that. But I think the second season was actually the better of the two. I'm not thinking about
it. I do need to sit down and properly and rewatch them. I bought them, as you know, because
you have it,
and that's been a thing I've been wanting to buy for a good decade, and I finally found it at a reasonable price on Blu-ray.
Cool. So
I would say now I own all of Russell T Davies, almost all of Russell T Davies' stuff. I just got to find the Sarah Jane Chronicles on physical media, but they never released them.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate how they mistreated all the stuff from that channel specifically.
I can get them digitally, but that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, you can still watch it, but I know you, so
yeah. I mean, it's like when it comes to things I love, I prefer to have the physical copy.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of the Fifth Doctor, now we're on to the first companion created specifically for him on Big Finish, with, of course, the Egyptian pharaoh Erimemushim Teperem, or Erimem for short. She was played by Caroline Morris. Okay, so here's the thing. Caroline Morris, she was in Doctor Who, Bernice Summerfield, and Sapphire and Steel, all on Big Finish.
Cool.
And that's it.
Not so cool.
Yeah, that's it. And you know what? I'll even go one step further. This is how it looks like on my thing.
I dig it.
Yeah, I
love the little addition of the thing there. I never figured out how to do that.
Me neither. I just copy and pasted it.
Yeah.
All right. So next. I actually really do love her a lot on Big Finish. It's a shame they cut that character off and just never brought her back.
Yeah.
But
sorry, just back to the Sarah Jane thing. I am just quickly peeking on eBay. The only way I can get a complete series is if I get it Region 2, which is from the UK, which means I would need to buy a regionless DVD player.
And that's like all 5 seasons.
All five.
The
Yeah,
things
like
we do
I've
for the
seen
things we love.
releases for like on my side of the world, but none of them are complete sets or anything like that.
Mm.
Lame. We should petition Russell T Davies, man.
You know what? Now that he's back in charge and with the Disney acquisition, maybe there's hope
Here's
for
open.
that, for physical stuff on those. But yeah, so we went from one of my favorites to one of my least favorite companions of all time, Thomas Brewster, played by. This is a very, very interesting name, by the way. Drum roll.
Oh, oh.
John Picard.
Nice. Please let it be
Yeah.
spelled Jean.
No, the regular spelling of John. John. Okay, so John Picard, he trained at the Sylvia Young Theatre School. Between 1990 and 1991, he appeared in Series 13 and Series 14 of the children's BBC drama series Grange Hill. In 1991, he was cast in the BBC sitcom 2.4 Children, which ran for 8 series until 1999. He then joined Hollyoaks in 2005 and left in 2010. Sorry. In 2008, he was cast as Doctor Who companion Thomas Brewster for Doctor Who audio dramas in the Haunting of Thomas Brewster. Due to his other audio dramas, he attended Gallifrey 1 in February 2010, an annual North American science fiction convention in Los Angeles, California. On theater, he was in 12th Night 2016 at the Grassroots Shakespeare in London, Leicester Square Theatre, and Beauty and the Beast in 2012 at the Newark Palace Theatre in Newark on Trent, and Aladdin in 2003 at the Playhouse in Weston-super-Mare,
Oh, cool.
as well as pantomimes. He has also performed in same time next year at Ashcroft Theatre in Croydon, and Right Bites, Aphrodite Blugs at New End Theatre in Hampstead. Stroke me at I feel like I'm reading off a weird code all of a sudden.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like you're having a stroke.
Yeah, stroke me, Fineborough. In fact, stroke me at Finborough Theatre.
I will not.
What?
I said I will not.
Sorry, I put you through that.
It was a bad joke.
Yeah. Earl's Court is saved at Octon Theatre. Bolton. He played Romeo and Juliet at Stratford Gatehouse Theatre, and an enemy of the people at Playhouse Theatre. That was about as rough as listening to one of his audio plays. Let's be real.
It sounded pretty bad.
Yeah, just like his character. It's like it boggles my mind. They introduced the guy as like a kid off the sewers who grew up as a thief, steals the TARDIS, starts taking parts off the TARDIS, leaving the Doctor and Nyssa stranded in the 1800s, and starts selling bits of the TARDIS to pirates. And then they came back and going like, I don't know what happened. I mean, the audience didn't warm up to the character as much as we thought. Well, I don't understand why they didn't like the character as much. So they eventually wrote him off. So yeah. Okay, so continuing with the Fifth Doctor, we got. Let me just make sure it's the right one. Okay, so the character of Amy / Abby. They had to change her name because apparently there was a companion on the TV show called Amy at the time.
So I wonder when this would have come out then.
Huh?
I wonder when this would have come out then.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, she played by Sierra Jansen. She performed voice acting work as a child from the age of 18 months. Yeah, 18 months. You heard that correctly. leading Hobson's International, an acting agency, to launch a children's division. Uh, she became the youngest child to have a regular radio spot in a show named Victoria when she was 5 years old. Her first major television work was on Hollyoaks. Previous parts include the role of Hayley for a BBC radio drama at the same of the same name. She left Hollyoaks in September 2006. She made her theatrical debut in Bad Blood at the Key Theatre. She made her West End debut in 2009 in New Boy at Trafalgar Studios. She is a regular voice on BBC Three, and her audio credits include Disney's adaptation of The Famous Five and various dramas for BBC Radio 4. She also appeared as the Doctor's companion Amy in a trilogy of linked Doctor Who audio dramas. She had voice roles in Millimages and in the Millimages animated series 64 Zoo Lane from 1999 to 2000. She also appeared on Doctors in 2007, Snog Mary Avoid in 2008, Kina the Prophecy in 2003, Barbie in A Mermaid Tale in 2010, and Hobby City in 2011. This is the interesting bit. She is married to Eurovision winner Måns Zelmerlöw, and she has appeared in the Swedish version of The Masked Singer as a Viking.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Nice. So yeah, acting at the age of 18 months. That's gotta be a record, right?
Yeah, it's close. How old was? Because I know Charlton Heston's newborn played Baby Moses. I just don't know how old he was. I think he was actually younger than that.
Wow.
Yeah. How old was Charles?
Okay, this next one, I'm pretty sure. This next one literally has no pictures of her associated with Doctor Who, but I'm pretty sure you can pick up on where she's famous from just from looking at this picture right here. Does this image say something to you?
I'm assuming a murder mystery.
No, that's actually from the Tim Burton Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. She played the mother of
Aruka. I actually have not seen that.
Oh, really? You haven't?
No, I just, I wasn't interested in seeing it. Never really was.
Mark, I actually liked it.
It's totally fair. I'm looking forward to the new one coming out.
Me too. Me too. The trailer looks amazing. So yeah,
Francesca, and of all people, Hugh Grant is a Oompa Loompa.
Yes, definitely.
My
God. So Francesca Hunt played the character of Hannah Bartholomew in 3 episodes. But yeah, so her biggest TV credits are Roughnecks from 1994 to 1995, A Prince Among Men from 1997 to 1998, and The Secret Adventures of Jules Verne in 2000. Her movie credits include Over Here in 1996, The Biographer in 2002, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory in 2005, Filth, The Mary Winehouse Story in 2008, and Love Bite in 2012. And that's it.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Moving on to another really, really bad example of a companion. The companion Brooke. I mean, the 5th Doctor did not have a lot of winners, to say nothing about the 7th. But whatever. So yeah, so Joanna Horton, who played Brooke, she's notable for her stage and television work, including an episode of Robin Hood, Father Brown, Spooks, and Foyle's War. In 2009, she appeared in Days of Significance as part of the Royal Shakespeare Company, and in The Gods Weep in 2010. In the same year, she also appeared in The Cherry Orchard at Birmingham Rep, and in Town at the Royal and Denigrate in Northampton. She appeared in an adaptation of Morgan Lloyd Malcolm's Belongings at Hampstead Theatre and Trafalgar Studios in 2011. During summer 2013, she appeared again with the Royal Shakespeare Company in As You Like It and in All's Well That Ends Well. In 2017, she appeared in Othello at Shakespeare's Globe.
Cool.
Cool. Nothing stands out to you. She does a lot of Shakespeare stuff.
Truth, yeah, none particularly.
Okay. So let's wrap up the Fifth Doctor with
Perfect.
George Watkins, who plays the newest companion, Mark, or as I like to call him, Discount Rory. If you want to know why, listen to the audio.
Arthur Darvill?
What?
Because they couldn't afford Arthur Darvill?
Probably, but they basically do the same stuff that they do. He basically dies and comes back all the time.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that's why I call him Discount Rory.
So not as cool.
Yeah, so Mark or Marcus, played by George Watkins. His only movie credit, get this, drum roll. His only movie credit is...
Hold on. I had scrolled up. I wasn't prepared. There we go.
Huntsman Winter's War as the Huntsman.
Really?
So not only is he a discount Rory Williams,
he's a discount
also discount Chris Hemsworth.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. On TV, he has appeared in Lore in 2018, McDonald and Dobbs in 2022, The Lost Pirate Kingdom in 2021, and Bridgerton in 2022. He was also in the video game Total War, Warhammer 1 and 2 in 2016 and 2017.
Cool. Good for him. Yeah, I've seen the first Huntsman, but I've never seen the second one.
Me neither. But, well, he's the Huntsman, I guess.
All right.
Right, so now that we're done with the Fifth Doctor, let's proceed to the Sixth Doctor with one of my absolute favorite companions of all time. Can you guess who that is?
Well, I was going to ask you, is this one that we've seen on the show, or is this a new, just one I've probably never heard of?
Well, all of these are strictly audio characters.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just because you were mentioning actors earlier who were taking over for roles. That's why I'm asking if this was the same case.
No, this is not.
Okay, so then I don't know. Oh, wait. It's not Beat the Meat, is it?
No, he's not a companion.
Okay, I don't know.
But you were on the same track.
Oh, okay, good.
Frobisher, the Penguin.
Oh, I forgot about. Yeah. I thought Frobisher was comics only.
No, he actually had 2 appearances in Big Finish audios, voiced by Robert Jessic, and they were glorious. You'd think his stuff would be a lot longer, but apparently, no, they didn't really do a lot. So here's the interesting bit. In 1989, he appeared in the Doctor Who television serial Battlefield, which also featured the return of Nicholas Courtney as the Brigadier and Jean Marsh once again as Morgaine. He is known for playing a companion Frobisher in a range of Doctor Who audio dramas produced by Big Finish Productions. In 2002, he guest starred in the audio play Sarah Jane Smith, Ghost Town. He also lent his voice to the video game The Gateway, Black Monday in 2004. He has also had roles in films including Event Horizon in 1997, Casino Royale in 2006, and Last Chance Harvey in 2008. He has also appeared in a number of short films, and apparently it doesn't say who they were, what they were. In April 2011, he appeared in the British soap opera EastEnders, and he has also had guest appearances in British television drama Shameless. Sorry, the British soap opera, the British television series dramas Shameless, The Bill, and Holby City. He played the title role in the world theater premiere of Hayton on Homicide in 2009, and is currently appearing in the West End and in The Bodyguard.
Oh.
All right. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, that I am incredibly surprised that you somehow have still not managed to get your hands on a stuffed Frobisher, even if you had to get it made.
Oh, they don't make these.
No, but I know that's what I said. Even if you had to get it made, because there actually are people on the internet that will make you stuffed animals how you want. You have any idea how many Hobbs I've seen?
All right.
They never licensed any Calvin and Hobbes stuff, but there are people that make Hobbes dolls, so you might want to look into it if you actually want one.
You know what? I think I will.
Yeah,
But I mean, at the same time, it is just a penguin. So
I know, but you can imagine how cool it is to have Frobisher beside you while you're doing this show?
I'm listening.
I mean,
Idea.
just because I'm looking at all your stuffies. Like you've got your Pokemons, you've got your Looney Tunes and stuff like that. But it's just I'm surprised you never got one of Frobisher made. And yeah,
I never actually thought about having one made.
Yeah.
You know, I usually just buy stuff that, are licensed stuff. But that could be an interesting idea.
Mhm.
That could be an interesting idea. I'll definitely look into that.
Yeah.
Speaking of beloved companions, here's another one of my absolute favorite Sixth Doctor companions. The Sixth Doctor, shall we say, got all the best ones from Big Finish.
Oh,
and what?
I said, oh, interesting.
And of course, the late great Maggie Stables, who of course played his companion Evelyn Smythe, the first companion created specifically for the Sixth Doctor, and I believe also the first companion created specifically for Doctor Who Big Finish. I'm not 100% sure on that, but she might.
Well, sorry, I know you've told me, but I'm having a hard time remembering. How long has Doctor Who Big Finish been around?
1999.
Oh shit! Okay.
I believe I believe Big Finish itself was founded in 1997 with mainly Bernie Summerfield stories, but by 99 they started doing Doctor Who stuff.
Cool.
Okay, so Maggie Stables, she began acting as a second career after retiring from a long-held position as a French teacher. So, yeah, the Doctor having a history teacher as a companion is actually validated, I suppose.
Nice.
She really is a teacher in real life. After some experience in musical theater, in 1991, she acted in a production of Jane Eyre with Nicholas Briggs. This led to Nicholas Briggs later casting her in Big Finish's first ever Doctor Who play in 1999, The Sirens of Time, and later as Evelyn Smythe the following year. She appeared in several Big Finish audio roles beyond just Evelyn, in addition to Ruth Lee, including what? In addition to Ruth Lee, including Zagreus, Sarah Jane Smith, The Tau Connection, and the Bernice Summerfield audio drama Just War. She also portrayed Evelyn Smythe in the webcast Doctor Who story Real Time. She was a Justice of Peace from 1971 to 2003, sitting in both the Edmonton and Haringey petty sessions. No idea what that means.
Wait. Did you say Edmondson?
Edmonton.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I was thinking because I know. Oh God, Andrew Lloyd Webber has this big thing where he does debuts plays and some of that called. I think it's called Edmonton, and I thought that's Edmonton. And I thought that's what you said. Sidmonton. Sorry, Sidmonton's the name. I apologize.
All right. Oh, okay. All good. She retired from acting in 2013 due to a long-term illness, and she died in her sleep on September 26, 2014. So, sadly, besides Doctor Who and Big Finish, she didn't really do much, which is a bit unfortunate.
But she was good in Doctor Who?
She was great in Doctor Who. At least she gave us this wonderful character.
Well, then that's all that matters.
To me, yes.
Well, I was going to say to the show.
Yeah. By extension, the show.
Yeah.
And from one great Sixth Doctor companion to another, Flip Jackson. Played, of course, by the lovely Lisa Greenwood. Her movie credits include When the Sun Goes In 1999, Unspoken in 2010, Hacks in 2012, Wizard in 2013, Capsule in 2015, and Killed by My Debt in 2018. Her TV credits include uh, Parents of the Band in 2008, Coming Up 2009, The Bill 2010, Doctors in 2011, The Hour 2011 to 2012, Casualty in 2013, EastEnders from 2012 to 2015, and The Midwife in 2015 as well.
Cool.
None of these pop out to you? Well, I have a feeling that you are going to at least recognize some of the work by the next one, Miranda Raisin, who of course played Constance Clark. What was that? Did you say?
Oh, sorry, just you.
I know, she's very cute, and I have a feeling you do. You definitely know her from something. You just don't know what just yet.
Maybe.
Okay, so in 1999, she was in the play *The Man Who Came to Dinner*. In 2000, she was in Shakespeare's *Othello* at the Theatre Royal in York. From 27th of February to April 7th, 2001, she performed in the farce "Don't Just Lie There, Say Something", originally titled "Whitehall Farce", at the Mill in Sonning. From 2002 to 2003, she appeared as Ben-Hur's love interest in a minimalist production of the eponymous play at the Battersea Arts Centre. Later in 2003, she was featured in Pains of Youth, again at the Battersea Arts Theatre. In 2010, she played the title role in Anne Boleyn and the fifth series of BBC's Spooks, which premiered at Shakespeare's Globe on July 24th, 2010, to high critical acclaim. In the same Shakespeare's Globe season, she also played Anne Boleyn in Henry VIII by William Shakespeare. In 2011, she appeared in the short play Oliver Lewis at the Bush Theatre. In June and July of 2012, she appeared in a production of the Physicists, a comedy in 2 acts at the Donner Warehouse. From October 2012, she starred in The River at the Royal Court Theatre alongside Dominic West. In 2013 and 2014, she appeared in a theatrical version of Strangers on a Train at the Gielgud Theatre, produced by
Gilgal. Nice. I know who that's named after.
What was that?
So I know who that's named after.
Oh, okay. So could you give me a drum roll? Because it was produced by... Well, you forgot to... Yeah. Barbara Broccoli, who of course owns all the James Bond
rights. Yeah. Wow.
From January to February 2015, she starred opposite... I apparently I deleted that. She starred in Hello, Goodbye at the Hampstead Theatre. In August 2015, she joined the Kenneth Branagh Theatre Company in The Winter's Tale and Harlequinade, which ran at the Garrick Theatre from October 2015 until January 2016. Her first film role in 2000 was in Susie Q. In 2004, she was cast in Match Point, the first Woody Allen film to be made in London.
Oh.
In 2005, she appeared in Deuce Bigalow, European Gigolo.
Oh, and I haven't seen that in a long time.
I deleted it, so I'll spare you the details, but she did not have a good time making that film.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Yeah, if anyone's interested, they're more than welcome to read the actual thing on the Wikipedia page. But
go to right now while you're talking about it.
But just if anyone's planning on doing that, prepare yourselves for.
What was her name again? Sorry,
Miranda Raisin.
Okay, thank you. There
it is. So her breakthrough role was in the BBC One television drama series Spooks from 2005 to 2009. In April 2007, she appeared in the Doctor Who episodes Daleks in Manhattan and Evolution as the Daleks.
No, she's a singer.
as Tallulah, a showgirl whose opening scene involved singing to a musical number for which her father played the piano background as part of the BBC National Orchestra of Wales. I
Once,
told you you've seen her for at
yeah,
least once.
once you started saying it, it's like all of a sudden I saw her in the old outfit. I was like, oh, okay.
Yep. With the horrible American accent that Ben hated so much.
Yeah, well,
In
can't win 'em all.
2009, what?
So you can't win them all.
Yep. In 2009, she was featured in the show Plus One. She was originally featured in the Comedy Showcase pilot in the Comedy Showcase pilot in 2007, where she wore a fat suit.
Okay.
In 2010, after leading Spooks, she appeared in the ITV1 comedy drama Married Single Other. She had a small role in My Week with Marilyn. In 2012, she appeared in the second series of Vexed, which was screened on BBC Two. In 2013, she appeared in the third series of the BBC legal drama Silk. In 2014, she had a small role in I Am Soldier. In July 2014, she was announced as new cast member of Spotless, a 10 by 1 hour a 10 1-hour episode drama produced by Canal Plus. Sorry, maybe it's that. In 2018, she appeared in Dark Heart, in Night Flyers, and Artemis Fowl. In May 2019, it was announced that she would be joining the main cast of Warrior for the second season. In September 2021, it was announced that she had joined the first series of Sister Boniface Mysteries, and she was set to reprise her role as part of the main cast of the third season of Warrior, which will begin filming in the summer of 2022. So I'm assuming it already did. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've only ever seen her in the Daleks Take Manhattan. So this is
she's completely unrecognizable in that one compared to some of her other stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So, lastly, for the Sixth Doctor, and this is one of the ones that goes beyond just acting, and you'll see exactly what I mean in just a minute. And I apologize if I'm mispronouncing the name of this character. Hebe Harrison, played by Ruth Madeley. Okay. Again, apologize if I'm mispronouncing. In 2012, she wrote and starred in Line Pictures TV movie Scrims. Sorry. She has had several supporting roles in television, including Fresh Meat and The Level. She starred in the 2015 TV movie Don't Take My Baby. At the time of filming, she was working in fundraising at WizKids. She returned to the job after her BAFTA win, thinking there would not be enough roles for disabled actresses for her to make a career in acting.
Cool.
Okay. I'll just let it simmer down for a bit. She appeared in Russell T Davies' 2019 BBC/HBO miniseries Years and Years, a role that was not originally written for a wheelchair user, but after her audition, Davies decided to work with her to reshape the role around her spina bifida. Yeah, sorry. So, if you haven't already guessed, she's wheelchair bound. I kind of didn't say that on top because I wanted there to be a reveal there. She took a 6-month sabbatical from her job at WizKids to film the role. Also in 2019, she appeared in the television adaptation of The Rook. In 2019, she signed an open letter urging Hollywood executives to normalize disability by casting disabled actors to play disabled characters. In 2020, she appeared in the Christmas special episode of Would I Lie to You and appeared in Matt Fraser's Crypt Tales, a collection of disability monologues. In 2021, she could
the Crypt Tales. I love that.
So yeah, in 2021, she competed on Celebrity Best Home Cook and appeared on The Watch. In 2021, she was cast in the BBC comedy series The Cleaner and starred in the 2022 BBC Two drama Then Barbara Met Alan. She will also appear in the film The Almond and the Seahorse. Her first theater role was in The Greatest Wealth at the Old Vic in 2018. In late 2019 and early 2018, she appeared in Teenage Dick at the Donner Warehouse, based, uh, based Shakespeare's Richard III. Her character was explicitly written to be played by a disabled actor. In September 2021, it was announced that she would star alongside Colin Baker and Bonnie Langford in the Big Finish audio Doctor Who audio dramas as a new companion of the Sixth Doctor, marine biologist Hebe Harrison. She was cast as Shirley Ann Bingham in the television series 20 in the television series 2023 specials Doctor Who, that is. She appeared in a documentary from Channel 4 on disability and abortion titled Disability and Abortion, The Hardest Choice. The documentary aired in August 2022.
Cool.
So yeah, she's a fighter.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, she seems like a solid person.
Yeah. The type of person who would actually be a companion of the Doctor in real life.
Totally.
All right. Now we're on to probably the heaviest companion of them all. Not in terms of weight, just more in terms of appearances in the Doctor Who realm. At least as far as these audio characters go. And of course, I'm talking about the legend herself, Bernice Summerfield, played, of course, by Lisa Bowerman. I mean, like, this character can fill out an entire episode of this show that would go on for 3 hours, and we still wouldn't talk about everything we need to talk about. But the actress herself, Lisa Bowerman, she trained at the Bristol Old Vic Theatre School and was a regular in the first two series of BBC medical drama Casualty as the show's first female paramedic. Her other television work include Dodgem, the Count of Solar, Grange Hill, The Vision Thing, Doctors, McCallum, Bad Girls, and Night and Day. In 2007, she guest starred in Spooks and returned to Casualty for a one-episode cameo role. In 2011 and 2012, she appeared in 5 episodes of Coronation Street. Sorry for that.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, in July 2014, she directed episodes 1 and 2 of the audio drama series Osiris by Everybody Else Productions. That's, by the way, that's one word, Everybody Else. In 2018, she directed The Coming of the Martians, also known as The War of the Worlds, for Sherwood Sound Studios. Sorry. In 2022, she directed When Michael Met Benny, a podcast drama for Average Rom Productions. She has recorded plays for the BBC Radios 3 and 4 and has worked extensively in theater. She plays the role of Julian Wright in The Archers. And of course, she's also directed a lot of Doctor Who related material on Big Finish as well.
That's pretty cool. So it seems like she's a big player, just most people don't know who she is.
The character or the actress?
Both.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
Because, I mean, there's like a majority of Doctor Who, not a majority, but there are definitely some Doctor Who fans who are like me, or we're only familiar with the shows, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, like, in some of the books I've read, you don't really see the Big Finish companions in them.
True, but I mean, you gotta believe that at some point, someone would probably bring at least a few of these characters into the show. I mean, if you're bringing Beep the Meep,
yeah, it's possible at this point.
There really is no excuse not to bring in Bernice Summerfield or even the Doctor's brother, Braxiatel. I mean, Bernice Summerfield is literally the mentor to River Song in extended media stuff. So Why wouldn't you bring her in?
Yeah, and you can have the actress be, you can have the same.
Yeah, sure. I mean, she already knows this character inside and out.
Yeah.
She's been playing her since Big Finish began 2.5 decades ago. All right, that was the end of my rant, and now it's on for me to talk again. Not another companion I don't really like that much, but well, a lot of people do like him, and of course it's Hex, played by Philip Olivier, and I did check. The Olivier is not connected to another Olivier you
Yeah,
might be
okay, I was
thinking of.
wondering if it was like related to Lawrence.
Yeah, Sir Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you back, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, so his first role is in 1995 in the Channel 4 production Hearts and Minds with Christopher Eccleston. In 1996, he started playing his first television role in the Channel 4 soap opera Brookside, and continued in the role until the show was canceled in 2003. He also appeared in the spin-off drama Brookside: Unfinished Business, which followed the series in 2003. After leaving Brookside, he performed in 2 dozen Doctor Who audio plays on Big Finish Productions as a companion of the Seventh Doctor, named Thomas Hector Schofield, hence the name Hex, if that wasn't obvious enough. He's also appeared as one of the guest regulars in the Channel 4 comedy sketch show Bo Selecta.
Sure.
He's popular with gay audience. He hosted Mr. Gay UK in 2005 and appeared on stage at several gay pride events. He appeared nude in the December 2008 and April 2009 editions of the gay magazine Attitude.
Good for
Uh, in,
him.
in 2005, he won the Channel 4 reality TV show The Games, dominating the competition from start to finish. After displaying an impressive physique in the series, he went on to do a number of photo shoots and released calendars from 2006 to 2009. Also in 2006, he appeared in an episode of The Royal. He appeared in a celebrity edition of Come Dine With Me in February 2009. During February and March of 2009, he competed in Escape from Takeaway Prison, a section of Ant and Dec's Saturday Night Takeaway, which he won on March 21st, 2009. He also appeared in an episode of Missing in March of the same year. In 2009, he also started to perform in musicals. He starred in Never Forget, and he also starred in the title role of the Chamberlain Theatre production of Dick Whittington. In 2014 and 2015, he first appeared in the sixth series of Benidorm. In 2009, he appeared in the LGBTQ film Just Me. And final note we'll end on with this guy is he co-owns a Liverpool-based B&B bed and breakfast titled Yellow Submarine.
Oh, cool.
So if you're ever in Liverpool, you know where to go.
Yeah, darn tune. If I ever went to Liverpool, I would definitely do the haunts of the Beatles. I would definitely do a Beatles tour.
You gotta, right?
Of course. I would definitely do the Abbey Road thing, 100%.
Yeah, just make sure to cross that road and take a picture while no other cars is driving at the tip.
Right. Yeah. That's why you go with a few friends.
Yeah, besides just having a few friends for the actual.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
someone who doesn't want to be on camera.
You could just do take several pictures of yourself and have 4 versions of yourself on that road.
That is true.
Wearing different clothes.
Oh yeah.
Fun. All right, so here's another one I'm pretty sure you've seen at least once somewhere.
Okay.
Tracy Childs, who plays, of course, the controversial companion Elizabeth Klein.
Why?
You do know why? What?
I was gonna say, why is she controversial?
She's a Nazi.
Oh yeah, that's definitely controversial.
Yeah. So the Seventh Doctor literally traveled with a Nazi companion.
Wow.
Just wanted to bring that up. Of course, the actress is not, but the character is. Hence the name Elizabeth Klein, or Herr Klein, as she's often referred to as. Okay, so born in London, her first on-screen role was in an Upstairs Downstairs episode. She also appeared in the prime of Miss Jean Brodie, Sense and Sensibility, The Scarlet Pimpernel, and a 1982 Bergerac episode. She appeared as Pompeian citizen Metella in the Fires of Pompeii episode of Doctor Who, alongside Peter Capaldi, David Tennant, Catherine Tate, and Karen Gillan.
Oh,
You can kind of tell I added a few stuff to that last paragraph, right?
Yeah, of course. Sorry, so she's the mom?
She's the wife.
Cool.
She was married to Tony Arnold from 1990 to 1998 and toured with him in Noel Coward's Private Lives throughout 1991 and into 1992. She starred in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf at the Trafalgar Studios in London in March 2009, and in 2010 and 2012 she appeared in BBC One's afternoon drama series Doctors. In 2013 she appeared in series 1 of the ITV drama Broadchurch, and she currently works as an executive producer at the Mercury Theatre in Colchester.
Right on. Like, so the only thing I've seen is obviously the Fires of Pompeii, but the thing with a lot of these British people is I've heard of the works, just clearly I've never seen these particular ones, but I'm familiar with a lot of the things they've been in.
Now, and you've seen Broadchurch, right?
I've only seen the first season, and I highly recommend it.
Okay, and what else did she do?
Because it's got not only Tennant, it's also got Jodie Whittaker. It's got Arthur Darvill in it. Then there's a bunch of other people too.
Chris Chibnall.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay. And I'll just say this: the Nazi companion, still better than Clara Oswald. Okay, another character, another actress that I'm pretty sure you've seen at least once. Another actress I'm pretty sure you've seen at least once on other things. Amy Pemberton.
Kind of.
I can see that on your face that the name rings a bell.
No, she rings a bell.
All right, well.
I can't place her.
So, yeah, she played Sally Morgan, or as Ace used to call her in the audios, Private Barbie. Her film roles include Anomaly in 2005, What Are the Chances in 2006, Storage 24 in 2012, Doomsday in 2015, Tom and Jerry Back to Oz in 2016, okay. Azure in 2016. What?
I said, okay, I've never heard of that Tom and Jerry property before.
Well, now you do. Now you have. Kaufman's Game in 2016, and The Laundromat in 2019. Her TV credits include The Misty Show in 2004, Woolloomooloo in 2004 as well, The Basil Brush Show in 2005, My Parents Are Aliens in 2005, The Commander, Blacklight in 2006, Grown Ups in 2006 as well, Casualty in 2007.
I love Grown Ups. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry, that's not the movie. Sorry.
That's a TV show.
Yeah.
Probably a completely different thing. Casualty in 2007, Doctors in 2008, The Odd One in 2011, Doc McStuffins in 2014 and to 2016, Suspense in 2016, and Scorpion in 2017, and she's also been in Legends of Tomorrow as well as the Arrowverse from 2016 all the way to 2022.
As who?
Gideon.
That's the voice of Gideon?
Yes!
Fuck off! That's cool!
And she was a Doctor Who companion before that. Okay. Because, the producers just love bringing in people into the show who are already associated with time travel to begin with. Yeah, Case in point, Biff Tannen.
Yeah, totally. Like,
now, she has
the ultimate.
What?
That was the ultimate.
Yeah, definitely. Okay,
Well,
so
no,
her
the
vid.
true ultimate would have been Christopher Lloyd or Mark or
But yeah, well, I mean,
Fox, but
Thomas F. Wilson is a
he's up
good
there as
second.
well.
Yeah. Okay, so her video game credits include Marvel Heroes in 2013, Game of Thrones in 2014, Uncharted 4: A Thief's End in 2016.
Oh, really?
And-
Whoa.
yeah.
Wait, who is she in that game?
Do you want me to look it up?
I love that
Because
game.
I do not remember.
Okay, sorry.
Hold on. Let me just
I
see.
love that game. I love that series.
Amy, I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, the movie.
See,
The movie I thought was a good representation of the games because the games are my favorite video game series.
okay, are you listening?
Yes, I'm listening.
Additional voices.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
Nah, don't get your hopes up, I guess.
Yeah.
Titanfall 2 in 2016, Fortnite in 2017, and Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War in 2022. For some reason, I deleted the year. Yeah, 2020. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so her on theater, she was in Footloose at the Novello Theater in 2006, Jersey Boys at the Prince Edward's Theater in 2008 2009, and Rock of Ages at Shaftesbury in Shaftesbury Theater in 2011.
That's pretty cool.
All right, so other than Gideon, and of course Uncharted.
Yeah. Like I said, there's a few things that have popped up to me because I know from how it works, like Rock of Ages. I know because of the movie and stuff like that. I'm a big fan of that era of music. Yeah, it's the same like with the others. It's where it's mostly properties I've heard of, but I haven't seen these particular ones.
Okay. Now, a character that I believe it started on the Lost Stories and then became an official companion, called Rain Creevy, played by Beth Chalmers. Again, with the Seventh Doctor, we got TV credits include People Like Us from 2001, the Mark Steele Lectures in 2003, As If in 2004, the Lenny Henry Show in 2004 as well, Who Do You Think You Are in 2004 again, Broken News in 2005, Little Red Tractor from 2005 2007, Midsummer Murders in 2008, Tom from 2004 to 2009, Miranda in 2010, Pet Squad in 2011, The Bleak Old Shop of Stuff from 2012, Lucky Fred 2012, Groovy High 2012, Mike the Knight from 2011 to 2012, Jelly Jam 2011 to 2013, Henry Huggle Monster in 2013, Ella Bella Bingo 2013-2015, Ronya the Robber's Daughter from 2014-2015, Apple Tree Yard 2017, Number Blocks 2017, Silent Hours 2017, Claw 2018, Angry Kid 2007 to 2019, Dragons Rescue Raiders in 2020, Finding Alice 2021, Ninja Express 2021, Ollie and Friends 2022, and Auto 2021 to 2022. Movie credits include Retrospective Radio 2001, The Gift 2002, Fakers 2004, Buried Alive 2005, Making Children Smile 2006, Blinded in 2008, Autumn Leaves 2014, Strike 2018, Better 2019, and Silent Hours, the movie version 2021. Video game credits include playing Bellatrix Lestrange,
Oh, fuck yeah.
Harry Potter games where that character appears from between 2007 and 2011. The Inazuma Irobun series from 2011 to 2012. Crisis 2 and 3 from in between 2011 and 2013. Syndicate 2012. Soul's Sacrifice 2013. The Order 1886 2015. Mass Effect Andromeda 2017. And Monkey King Hero is Back 2019. This was by far the hardest one to compile, and I guess you can kind of tell why.
Yeah, no kidding. She's all over the place.
Yeah, and she still doesn't have a freaking Wikipedia page for some reason.
Wow.
Someone needs to get on that.
So that's definitely off of IMDb, that one.
Yeah, all of it. That's why she was the hardest one to list.
No kidding.
Oh boy. Okay, so the other half of the Black TARDIS, White TARDIS storyline, Lysandra Aristides,
Wait, Black
played
TARDIS,
by
White TARDIS.
what?
Black TARDIS, White TARDIS.
you have to have listened to the audios to get the reference. But yeah, so yeah, there was two TARDISes at one point. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
Okay, so let's Lysandra Aristides, played by Maggie O'Neill, or as Ace used to call her, Sergeant Benjamin. So yeah, you had Sergeant Benjamin and Private Barbie at the same time. Okay,
Nice.
so again, just going all off of IMDb, she's got Mona Lisa, 1986, Where You Are, 1988, Gorillas in the Mist, 1988 as well,
Oh, cool.
uh, Defrosting the Fridge, 1988, Jim Henson's The Storyteller, Greek Myths. Have you seen that, by the way? Because we talked about it last year in the.
No, I actually never got around to watching those. But I have heard a group. My grandma used to own Gorillas in the Mist when I was younger.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me and my mom used to love watching um, the Storyteller, but I think I'm pretty sure Greek Myths is not the one with John Hurt, but it's still got the dog in it, so it's a win for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so take me home, BBC, 1989, 7 Minutes, 1989, Inspector Morse, 1991, Under Suspicion, 1991, Boo, 1991, The Life and Times of Henry Pratt, 1992, Friday on My Mind, 1992, When Pigs Fly, 1993, Hadfield, 1994, All Men Are Mortal, 1995, Killing Me Softly, 1995, The Fix, 1997, Invasion Earth, 1998, Births, Marriages, and Deaths, 1999, Hero of the Hour in 2000, Peak Practice, 2001 and 2002, uh, White Teeth, 2002, Murder in Mind, 2002, Blue Murder in 2004, Shameless, the TV series from 2004 to 2007,
Oh,
as
the original one.
Midsummer Murders in 2004, Wild at Heart 2007, Mansfield Park 2007 as well, Little Devil 2007, The Royal 2007, EastEnders 2008, New Tricks 2010, Inspector George Gently 2012, Trackers 2013, A Gert Lush Christmas in 2015, Death in Paradise 2016, The Halcyon 2017, Midsummer Murders Again 2018, Unforgotten and Call the Midwife, both 2018, Father Brown 2019, Two Doors Down 2019, White Lines 2020, and Casualty in 2021. And you can kind of tell that this is around the point where we're getting into the range of people who just do not have the Wikipedia pages.
Oh boy. Yeah, this is another one. I've some of the works I've seen, but I can't place her in. Like I said, Gorillas of the Mist.
All right. Okay, now this is the one I think Snark would have been delighted to hear about.
All right.
Charlie Pollard, played of course by India Fisher. She has appeared in several episodes of BBC Radio 4 Company series Elephants to Catch Eels. She provided her voice for the BBC.co.uk Flash animated webcast series Ghosts of Albion. Between 2001 and 2009, she voiced the character of Charlie Pollard for Doctor Who, which was part of the Big Finish audio range. She has been in various stories alongside both the Sixth Doctor and the Eighth Doctor. She came back in 2013 in The Light at the End, a two-part 50th anniversary audio story. On TV, she has appeared in the television series Dead Ringers and narrates BBC One's cookery program MasterChef. She also performs voiceovers for television advertisements. So yeah, she's mainly known for her voice.
Yeah, no, like I mean, I've heard of MasterChef. That's about it.
Me too, but I've never seen the British version.
Yeah.
Okay, so another character from around that era, Kuriz, played by Conrad Westmass. Other than Doctor Who, he was in The Visitor in 2007, as well as A Secret Diary of a Call Girl, The Duchess of Malfi, and Dr. Faustus at the Greenwich Theatre, all in 2010. And that's it. That's a pretty short one.
All right.
Okay, so I like that these short ones are coming right before a really long one. Just to give me a bit of a break before throwing me into the deep end.
Yeah,
So Sheridan Smith, another again. I don't want to get into to too much, but it's another character I'm not that big of a fan of. Lucy Miller, that is, but played by Sheridan Smith. The actress is really good. Just the character is really annoying to me. Okay,
fair.
so from 1990, what?
Is it fair?
So from 1999 to 2000, she appeared in The Royal Family. She appeared in the long-running series uh, Two Pints of Lager and a Packet of Crisps from 2001 until 2009. In 2000, she was in an episode of Heartbeat, followed by The Royal in 2003. In 2004, she made a one episode appearance in Mile High. She also featured in the comic strip in 2005. She appeared in Love Soup in 2005 and in three series of the sitcom Grown Ups between 2006 and 2009. And again, it's the TV show, not the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. Because no, I remember. Yeah, I wasn't. The movie Grown Ups came out when I was living in Vancouver, but I was not living in Vancouver in 2006.
Okay, clearly. So she has also appeared in the Lenny Henry Show, in the 2009 Two Pints of Lager comic relief special, which crossed over with Grown Ups. She played her character from both series.
Yeesh.
Yeah, that one must have been a night to remember.
Yeah, no
She's
kidding.
she's also appeared in a number of other TV shows, including the BBC's Eyes Down, and smaller parts in shows such as The Bill and Fat Friends. She featured in Gavin and Stacey as well. She guest starred in the Christmas in 2008 episode of Lark Rise to Candle Ford, and since 2009, she has appeared in special seasonal episodes of Jonathan Creek. She appeared in the third series of Benidorm, and during 2010, she acted as a as a mentor to the contestants of the BBC show Over the Rainbow. Sky Arts Chekhov comedy shorts also featured her in 2010. She appeared in the 2011 film Hysteria. I won't tell you what that's about, but even if you know anything about the actual word hysteria, you probably know what the movie was about. Let's just say that.
I know the
Uh,
song, but not the movie.
yeah. Again, if you know the origin of the word hysteria, you probably know where this is going. Okay, so for the factual hospital series Bizarre ER, she took over narration duties from Freema Agyeman. She appeared in the 2012 ITV film adaptation of Daphne du Maurier's novel The Scapegoat, which, by the way, that's also an episode from the Eight Doctor Adventures that she featured in.
Cool.
Just wanted to point that out. Okay, so in September 2012, she played the title role in Mrs. Briggs, a five-part series on ITV. In 2013, she appeared in the Channel 4 series Dates. In January 2014, she starred in the two-part BBC drama The 739. In March 2014, she appeared in the ITV crime drama The Widower. Later that year, she featured in the series Who Do You Think You Are? And in the three-part ITV drama series Scylla. In 2015, she starred in the one-off BBC drama The C Word, and in the three-part ITV drama Black Work, which was nominated for a National Television Award in 2016. She narrated the reality series Bear Grylls Mission Survive from 2015. The show was nominated for a National Television Award in 2016, but was canceled after two series. In February 2017, she starred in the Moor Side. She appeared in her own ITV musical special in November 2017, titled Sheridan. The one-off special presented by Alexander Armstrong, who was also the voice of Mr. Smith in the Sarah Jane Adventures, saw her performing some of the songs from her album and talking about her life. In December 2017, she starred in the television adaptation of the children's book Ratburger. In January 2019, she appeared in an ITV drama series Cleaning Up. In January 2021, she appeared as a guest judge in the second series of RuPaul's Drag Race UK. Later in 2021, she presented the BBC dog grooming competition Pooch Perfect. Because puns, am I right?
Yeah.
And in January 2022, she starred in The Teacher. In January 2022, she narrated all episodes of Channel 5 docu-soup The Cruise.
Cool.
Yeesh, that was a long list.
Yeah, no kidding.
None of that spoke to you? None of that
Really, no.
Okay. So, Julie Cox is up next, and she played, of course, the character. Let me just play the drum rolls myself. Hold on.
Wait.
Mary Shelley.
Oh, right on.
As in the actual Mary Shelley. So yeah, before Mary Shelley was a guest appearance on the Jodie Whittaker era, she traveled with Paul McGann for a bit.
Cool.
And still did not remember the Doctor. Okay, so one of her earliest roles was the childlike Empress in the third Neverending Story film. She played Diana. Yeah, have you seen that one? Because I never did.
No, I haven't seen it, but I know about it because it was another one of those. I remember seeing it for rent when I was a kid. I just was never interested in those movies.
And the Neverending Story movies?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they just never spoke to me.
All right, fine. I love the first one, and I'm okay on the second one. Never seen the third one, but I do believe Jack Black is in the third one. So.
Yes, he is. Yes, he plays one of the bullies.
Yeah, and I also really, really liked the miniseries that they had back in the day.
Oh, I didn't know that there was one of those.
Yeah, and then apparently that miniseries is hated, so I'll just sit in my corner and cry about it. Okay, so she played Diana, Princess of Wales, in Princess in Love by David Green in 1996, which of course is, about the actual Princess Diana.
Which is interesting. She was still alive at that point.
In 96?
Yeah, she died in 97.
Oh, right. I thought it was earlier than that. Okay, so she appeared in a remake of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea in 1997. And in 1999, she appeared in the film adaptation of Allegria. Okay. She appeared in the 2000 Sci-Fi Channel miniseries Frank Herbert's Dune, and its 2003 sequel, Frank Herbert's Children of Dune. She starred with Jean-Claude Van Damme in Second in Command in 2006, and in 2007, she was the female lead in The Riddle alongside Vinnie Jones, Derek Jacobi, and Vanessa Redgrave. She starred in The Oxford Murders with Elijah Wood and John Hurt in 2008, and she portrayed a fictionalized Mary Shelley. What?
I didn't see anything.
There was a weird noise. Yes, so she played a fictionalized Mary Shelley, a companion of the Eighth Doctor, in several Big Finish productions of Doctor Who audio dramas. So yeah, this woman got around.
Yeah, no, like a few of the things popped out, like she was pretty cool. She acted with John Hurt, and love that she played Mary Shelley because basically Mary Shelley is the mother of science fiction,
which also includes Doctor Who in a way.
Mm-hmm. There you go. So yeah, so basically she played Doctor Who's grandma.
In a way.
Well, because we always say that Barry Newman's the mom. So
yeah, and yeah, she appeared with Elijah Wood and John Hurt. She appeared with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, even that. I'd never heard of the movie, but I was like, oh, cool.
Okay. But I think it sounds like a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, right? Yeah. Second in Command. I don't know why. Just
850.
The feel of it. What?
850.
What?
Would you like some cookies?
I said, yeah.
Would you like some milk?
I said, yeah.
I don't remember the rest.
I'm pretty sure that was it.
I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, now that's a joke I've not heard in a long time.
Yep.
Hold on. We're just a bunch of idiots here. Okay, so Tamsin Drew, the replacement to Lucy Miller, played by Nikki Wardley. While doing her first theater production for the Royal Shakespeare Company called A Servant of Two Masters between 2000 and 2001, she met comedian, drumroll please, Catherine Tate,
Oh,
and,
fucking A.
and shared a dressing room with her for 10 months. In 2004, Tate invited her to her BBC Two sketch series, The Catherine Tate Show, between 2004 and 2007. Basically, she was the best friend to Lauren Cooper from
Oh, okay.
sketch.
I've only seen the one sketch, but that's cool.
Me too, the one with David Tennant in it.
Yeah.
In November 2005, she performed for Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip at the Royal Variety Performance, where she commented that old man is asleep. She was referring to Prince Charles.
Nice.
And he did not like that.
Yeah, no kidding.
And yeah, he's the king now. Somehow that happened.
Well, his mom died.
Well, yeah, unfortunately for us. After the show ended, her and Tate continued to work together on other projects, including the show's spin-off series Catherine Tate's Nan between 2014 and 2015, and its UK, Australia, and New Zealand live tours. She also appeared alongside Tate in the autobiographical short film My First Nativity, which I've learned what that means earlier today in 2010. Okay, so the Netflix mockumentary series Hard Sell in 2022, which she also co-wrote, the BBC sitcom Queen of Oz in 2023, and the feature films Nativity 3, Dude, Where's My Donkey, both in 2014, and the Nan movie in 2022. In 2006, she appeared in 2 episodes of the BBC One long-running soap opera EastEnders. She also played the lead role in the BBC One sitcom In with the Flynns from 2012 to 2013. Sorry, from 2011 to 2012.
Some of the show's names over there are weird.
Brits. What can I tell you? Followed by appearances in 9 episodes of Coronation Street in 2012. She was then cast in the one-off revival episode of Are You Being Served? Are You Being Served?
I love that original show.
Mr. Soda, are you free?
Yes, sir, Mr. 50. How may I help you?
Thank you. I forgot to put this picture on. Hold on. Water for Mr. Granger.
Mr. Granger.
Okay, we can go on and on. So let's just get back to this.
It's a classic.
Yeah. Her other television appearances include Benny Dorm, 2007-2008, Silent Witness, My Family, both in 2007, Peep Show in 2008, How Not to Live Your Life in 2008, Shameless in 2010, The Spa, Love and Marriage, both in 2013, as in The Spa and Love and Marriage, Asylum in 2015, Home from Home 2018, and Call the Midwife in 2019. From 2000 to 2022, she starred in 13 theatrical productions. Her stage work includes Alan Ayckbourn's plays Bedroom Farce in 2009 and A Small Family Business in 2014, as well as William Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing between 2007 and 2008, and Twelfth Night in 2017. Both A Small Family Business and Twelfth Night were professionally recorded and broadcast through National Theatre Live. As a voice actress, she has provided the voice of Tamara the Poodle in most episodes of the CBBC animated children's series The Pinky and Perky Show. And that's all she wrote.
Oh, she has quite the interesting filmography.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, I remember watching the sketch, but yeah, that's about it.
Cool. And apparently both of them became companions of the Doctor at one point.
Yeah, who knew?
Around the same time, if I remember correctly. Okay, so I'm gonna just say this: the Eighth Doctor by far has the most companions out of any Doctor.
So I've heard from you.
So, what?
Said so I've heard from you.
Thank you. Okay, so moving on, we got Ruth Bradley, who played, of course, Molly O'Sullivan in the Dark Eye series. What? Did you say something?
Nope.
You're getting these background noises. Sorry. Her
You're-
first screen appearances were in 2002 in Ultimate Force and Sinner. Uh, since then, she has had recurring roles in The Clinic, Love Is the Drug, Legend, The Innocence Project, Plus One, and Love/Hate. She presented the fourth Irish Film and Television Awards in 2007. She won the IFTA Award for Best Supporting Actress in 2007 for
Hmm.
for Stardust, which not to be confused with Charlie
Yeah,
Cox Stardust. Just wanted to point that out.
with Robert De Niro in one of my favorite roles of his because it's so off character.
You remember what the character's name was?
I know, no, I don't. I don't
Captain
remember.
Shakespeare.
Oh, that's right. God, that's such a great movie. I haven't watched that movie in a long time.
Yeah, that one time that Charlie Cox that one time that Daredevil beat Superman.
Yeah.
Okay, so when was it? Okay, in 2009 she starred in the film In Her Skin in late 2010. In Her Skin. In late 2010, she filmed the female lead in the Irish monster movie Grabbers, which opened in August 2012 and later screened worldwide. She had a recurring role in the fourth and fifth series of the ITV science fiction show Primeval. She played a companion Molly Sullivan in the Eighth Doctor, Doctor Who Adventures drama Dark Eyes. She has appeared in the Channel 4/AMC science fiction series Humans since 2015. In autumn 2019, she appeared in the BBC series Guilt. And that's where it ends.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm assuming if you had something to say, you'd say it by now. So let's move on to Nicola Walker, who played the character of Livchenka with several doctors, but most notably the eighth incarnation. Her
It
first,
makes sense that he has the most companions.
yeah, because of all his Big Finish. I mean, he's got from Big Finish to the novels to the comics.
Well, I was gonna say because those are the only things that for years he had. Even still now, it's the only way you get into the adventures of him.
He's still doing it, and he's
Yeah.
got well over 20 companions.
Yeah.
And thankfully, less than half of them are on this list because only a few of them got voice role. Okay, so her first major television roles were in 1997 in Channel 4's adaptation of A Dance to the Music of Time and in two series of Stephen Moffat's school-based sitcom Chalk. Sorry. She has also appeared in guest roles in episodes of series such as Delziel and Pesco, Jonathan Creek, Pie in the Sky, and Broken News. She played the leading role in the ITV thriller Touching Evil in 1997. She also appeared in its two sequel series in 1998 and 1999. Also in 1999, she took the lead role in the post-apocalyptic drama The Last Train, also screened on ITV. Also in 2003, she appeared in the BBC radio adaptation of Neuromancer by William Gibson. She joined the cast of Spooks in 2003. She remained with the show until its fifth series. She returned in 2009 and continued until the series ended in 2011. In 2007, she had a prominent supporting role in the ITV1 drama serial Tom and appeared in the BBC adaptation of Oliver Twist. In 2009, she appeared in a new BBC adaptation of Henry James's The Turn of the Screw. In 2010, she appeared in an episode of the BBC One crime thriller Luther. In February 2011, she appeared in the BBC TV series Being Human. In February 2012, she played a major character in the one-off BBC crime drama Inside Man. from 2011 to 2020. She appeared in 5 series of the BBC drama, original drama Last Tango in Halifax. In February and March of 2013, she appeared in the BBC comedy Heading Out. She then appeared in the second series of Prisoners' Wives and the third series of Scott and Bailey. In 2015, she appeared in the BBC drama series River. She starred in series 1 through 4 between 2015 and 2021 of the ITV drama series Unforgotten. From 2018 to 2022, she starred in all three series of the BBC drama The Split. Also in 2018, she appeared in the BBC Two serial Collateral. In 2021, she starred in the British crime drama television series Annika. In 2022, she appeared in Stefan Goleswatsky, his drama Marriage alongside Sean Bean. Her most important film role was in Four Weddings and a Funeral in 1994.
I love it.
She also appeared in the feature film adaptation of the television series Thunderbirds in 2004. In 2005, she appeared in Shooting Dogs. I definitely heard a couple of oohs and ahs during that read.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, there's like I love Four Weddings and a Funeral, and there's definitely some other stuff that I recognized her in. I wish I could remember her in Four Weddings and a Funeral.
Yeah, maybe we watch it, I guess.
I've been thinking about it.
Okay, so we got Hattie Morgan up next to play the character of Helen Sinclair. She made her professional debut at 17, playing the leading role in a two-part BBC television adaptation of The Peacock Spring in 1996. She joined the Royal Shakespeare Company in 2001, making her theatre debut at Stratford-upon-Avon in Love in a Wood, and her London debut at the Barbican Theatre in Hamlet. Other credits for the company included Night of the Soul and Prisoner's Dilemma. At the Tricycle Theatre in March of 2004, she appeared in the Oxford Stage Company revival of Peter Flannery's Singer. In the same year, she starred in the title role of Euripides' Iphigenia at Aulis. In July 2005, she appeared again in the National in Nick Dare's Power in the Cottesloe Theatre. Also in September 2005 in Ian Brown's production of Twelfth Night. In 2006, she played the leading role in See How They Run. In the same year, she was in Chekhov's The Seagull. TV credits include Bodies and BBC One's Outnumbered. In January 2008, she appeared in the film The Bank Job and in the ITV comedy drama The Pilot Bike Squad. She also appeared in BBC One's three-part adaptation of Sense and Sensibility in 2008. In 2006, in February 2006, in February 26, 2008, she was in the radio play When Greed Becomes Fear. She worked with Benedict Cumberbatch in The City in April 24th from April 24th to June 7th in 2008. On July 2008, she returned to the National Theatre to appear in some trace of her at the Cardlestone Theatre. While later in the same year, she was in The Family Reunion at the Donner Warehouse, and in April 2009 in Time and the Conways in the Littleton Auditorium, and also in Three More Sleepless Nights in the same season. On February 28th in 2010, she appeared in Lark Rise to Candleford, and in the BBC adaptation of Martin Amis's Money, she appeared in The Real Thing by Tom Stoppard at the Old Vic Theatre from April to June 2010. A year later, returning to the stage in Plenty from June 29 to July 26, 2012. she played the lead role in a new version of A Doll's House at London's Young Vic Theatre. In July 2015, she appeared in the BBC two-part television adaptation of, the BBC's television adaptation of The Outcast. The following year, she starred in the five-part BBC series My Mother and Other Strangers. Yeesh, that was hard to read.
No kidding.
Anyway,
water or tea?
nah, let's just power through some of these. We're still on the Eighth Doctor, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. But did all of these you have to get from IMDb pretty much?
Pretty much half from IMDb, half from Wikipedia.
Yeesh.
Okay, so here's another one. I'm pretty sure you're already familiar with, and you've seen at least one thing. And I apologize if I'm mispronouncing the name. Raki Thakrar. Again, I apologize. She played the character Bliss in the Eighth Doctor series. I think mostly in the Time War series. But yeah, in 2004, she landed a role in the radio drama Silver Street, which was broadcast on the BBC Asian network. She played the role from the first episode in 2004 to the last episode in 2010. In 2006, she made her first TV appearance in the BBC drama Bengaltown Banquet. She went on to feature in a number of TV series, including Doctors, Holby City, Peep Show, and Cloud 9. She was cast in EastEnders in 2013 and left in 2016. In 2019, she began portraying the role of Emily Sands in the Netflix series Sex Education. In 2004, she was one of 20 young people recruited to the Leicester Mercury's Pathfinder scheme. Run in conjunction with the Leicester City's City Council, it enabled a team of young journalists to spend 10 months gaining an introduction to print journalism and reporting on their communities. During this time, she wrote articles on subjects such as the influence Bollywood has had on the Leicester, as well as the peculiar situation of being born on February 29th.
Ooh, yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah, right. I had a friend in the army who was recruited on February 29th.
Oh, it's wow.
Oops.
Yep.
So
I'm just trying to look her up because I've seen Sex Education.
Yeah, she's the teacher who's having sex with the.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. It's because her hair. Yeah, honestly, it's because her hair is shorter here. Yeah,
I don't know. I recognize the face right away as soon as I heard Sex Education. But yeah, besides Sex Education, there's nothing else?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, so we're moving on to Rebecca Root, who played the character Tanya Bell. After finishing her sixth form education in 1987, she moved to London full-time in order to train as an actress at Mountain View Academy of Theatre Arts. She spent the next decade as a jobbing actress, working on a range of television and theater productions, notably in TV shows like Keeping Up Appearances and Casualty, and stage plays like what?
I love Keeping Up Appearances. That's another old one that I grew up watching.
Okay, cool. And she's been in stage plays like the Ladies Not for Burning, Hamlet, and Tartuffe. Before her breakthrough in 2015, playing a supporting role in the award-winning film The Danish Girl, which is her debut film, and a lead role in the groundbreaking BBC Two romantic sitcom Boy Meets Girl.
Okay.
In 2015, she also starred in the BBC radio drama 1977. She has appeared in the Doctor Who audio series Stranded, part of the Eighth Doctor's adventures, playing Tanya Bell, the Doctor's first openly transgender companion and
Cool.
and an operative of Torchwood, monitoring the Eighth Doctor when he's trapped on Earth due to the TARDIS's suffering damage. She is also a voice coach teaching at the East 15 Acting School and from her home in Highgate in London. She started that career after she transitioned from male to female in 2003, and acting work became harder to find. She also sorry she also advertises voice therapy lessons specifically for transgender people to help them find a voice they feel fits their gender.
No kidding.
So, really great contributor both to Doctor Who and just to the world at
Yeah, no
large.
kidding. No kidding. Good on her.
All right.
Next.
So, are you familiar with this character right here?
Maybe
Can you recognize the background behind him?
the hub.
Where do you know the hub from?
Could be anywhere. I don't know.
It's from Torchwood.
Oh,
He plays the policeman
police
Andy Davidson.
friend. Yeah.
Yeah, the actor's name is Tom Price, and he reprised the same role that he plays in Torchwood and the Eighth Doctor's Stranded series.
Cool.
Yes, same character. His comedy career began in 1998 when he co-starred in These Charming Men. He continued acting as a student at the University of Warwick, where he studied English literature. After graduating, he turned down a place at drama school and moved to London. His first TV appearance was in an episode of Absolute Power. He's known to the television audience for being one of the stars of the 5 comedy sketch show Swinging. He has also appeared in a recurring role as police officer Andy Davidson in a number of episodes of Torchwood, a spin-off from the long-running science fiction series Doctor Who. In 2008, he starred in the BBC Three sketch show The Wrong Door and filmed a pilot for a UK remake of Bewitched, which never got aired.
Yeah,
Other,
I would have heard of that one.
yeah, definitely. Never heard of that one before I read this. Okay, so other TV appearances include Doctors in 2009, The Secret Diary of a Call Girl in 2010. He also featured in Renault's TV program The Key. In addition to his TV performances, he has appeared in the films The Boat That Rocked, and Hereafter. In 2011, he appeared in an 8-part comedy reality series called World Series of Dating on BBC Three. He is most recently a regular in Stella and appeared in a recent series of Count Arthur Strong and Episodes. Are you frozen or something?
Oh, I'm still here.
Yeah, I think I listed off several things that popped out to you.
Not really. Outside of the
Bewitched.
outside of the Witch, because that's a famous American sitcom.
Yeah, I'm actually legit curious to see what they did wrong that it never aired.
I wonder if it's on the Wikipedia page for Bewitched.
Maybe worth a look.
I'm doing
So we're off to another extensive career with the next person, Jacqueline Pierce, who played the character of Cardinal Illustra alongside John Hurt. And let me tell you, there's a lot to say with this one. After graduating from RADA in 1963, the same year that Doctor Who was made, she made her television debut in the series A Question of Happiness. In the same year, she flew to Yugoslavia to film short appearances for the film Genghis Khan. She later appeared in minor roles in Danger Man and in Sky West and Crooked. In spring of 1965, she auditioned for Anthony Nelson's Keys at Bray Studios, or Bry Studios, sorry. And won leading roles in two Hammer horror films, The Plague of the Zombies and The Reptile. These were filmed one after another on the same location and both released in 1966. Sorry. In 1974, she appeared in the BBC dramatization of Charles Dickens' David Copperfield. And uh, uh, in a 1975, she was in a television version of Christopher Hampton's stage play The Philanthropist, and she remains best known for her role in the British science fiction TV series Blake 7, which then leads into about 7 paragraphs on Wikipedia just talking about the one character she played between 1978 and 1981, which
No, don't read it.
I was gonna say I deleted all of them to save my the audience and my throat a lot of pain.
And your guest.
What?
And your guest.
Yeah, thank you. Other film roles include the Carry On film Don't Lose Your Head in 1966, White Mischief in 1987, How to Get Ahead in Advertising in 1989, and Princess Caribou in 1994.
Nice.
Don't Raise the Bridge, Lower the River from 1968, she played opposite Jerry Lewis in his first non-Hollywood film. She appeared in the television movie The Bourne Identity in 1988.
Oh, the original.
The original, yeah. She also acted in theater, including Otherwise Engaged, directed by Harold Pinter, as well as appearing in the BBC children's program Dark Season alongside Kate Winslet. And Moondial, she appeared in the Doctor Who serial The Two Doctors in 1985. She was later associated with Doctor Who again through her appearances in The Fearmonger, an audio drama by Big Finish Productions, and in the webcast story Death Comes to Time. She returned to Doctor Who in 2015, this time opposite John Hurt, as a regular in the Big Finish audio series based on the adventures of the War Doctor, portraying Cardinal Olestra, a leader of the Time Lords in the Time War. She also made guest appearances in TV series such as The Avengers, the British version, of course, Public Eye, Callan, Dead of Night, Special Branch, Spy Trap, and The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. That's the one I mentioned. In 1980, she appeared on stage in Tom Stoppard's Night and Day. For the 1984-1995 pantomime season, she appeared in Cinderella at the Gamut Theatre, Southampton, alongside Doctor Who actors Colin Baker, Mary Tam, Anthony Ainley, and Nicola Bryant. She has had a voice role in the 1997 video game Gender Wars.
Interesting name for a game from 1997.
I'm not judging anyone, but
yeah. So no, the movie Princess Caribou popped out to me because I've never seen the movie, but I'm familiar enough with the story. It's based on a real life person named Princess Caribou who tried to pass herself off to British society as an exotic princess, and actually succeeded for a while. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thankfully I just delete all the 10-page essay from.
Take a look, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah. Oh yeah, you saw that. Thankfully, it's not as long as. Again, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing the name. Ajaz Awad. Hoping I'm pronouncing it correctly. Played Case in the War Doctor Begins series, played by Jonathan Harley, I think. Jonathan Hartley, who of course took on the role of a younger War Doctor after the passing of John Hurt. Okay, so TV, Holby City in 2016 and EastEnders in 2023. Film, Stones 2016 and The Agreement 2022. Other, Diablo 4 from 2023 and HIV the Musical in 2009.
Okie dokie.
They made a musical about that one.
Apparently. Yeah. If they did, it was called Rent back in the 90s.
Rent?
Hey.
Where's my rent? Give me my rent. So, did you know that the Ninth Doctor also has a companion on Big Finish, or at least had once?
Not surprised.
A companion called Nova in his first box set, which did not continue on with the Ninth Doctor because, as he puts it, his only proper true companion is Rose. And you know what? Gotta respect the guy for it.
Can't argue with that.
I just wish. I mean, I'm enjoying all the Ninth Doctor box sets so far. It's just, Billy Piper is still doing work for Doctor Who and Big Finish in other areas. Why not just bring the Ninth Doctor, make him caught up to when
Yeah.
he meets Rose finally?
Yeah, why not? I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if it's ever been brought up, having her appear.
I don't know. For what I'm getting at, right now they just want to do several more seasons of just the Ninth Doctor alone. And you know what? As long as it's the Ninth Doctor, I'm fine with it. Okay, so his companion called Nova from his first box set, played by Camila Biput. Biput. Sorry, again, names are not my strong suit. She got her start in the BBC reality television series Fame Academy in 2002. After Fame Academy, she went on to star in a production of the musical West Side Story at Leicester Haymarket Theatre. She played Shun in the Young Vic production of In the Red and Brown Water, and various roles in the play Monster Raving Loony at Theatre Royale in Plymouth. She appeared in the London West End production of Daddy Cool at the Shaftesbury Theatre and European tour. During summer of 2017, she premiered a one-woman show at the Norfolk and Norwich, Bath and Aldeborough festivals called Stormy: The Life of Lena Horne.
Oh, cool.
In 2017, she appeared in the critically acclaimed drama Save Me on Sky Atlantic. In 2016-2017, she appeared in series 1 and 2 of Sick Note on Sky One. In 2016, she worked with Michael Gambon and Luke Treadaway in the Nightmare Worlds of H.G. Wells on Sky Arts. In 2015, she appeared in the BBC One Agatha Christie adaptation of Partners in Crime and in Legends with Sean Bean. She has also appeared in The Attack, Scott and Bailey, Babylon, Birds of a Feather, Death in Paradise, White Van Man, Me and Mrs. Jones, and Law and Order. In 2010, she appeared in Peep Show in Series 7. In 2011, she appeared in Top Boy, a 4-part drama series on Channel 4. In 2014, she appeared in Series 1, Episode 5 of Grantchester. Sorry. In August 2015, she appeared in an episode of New Tricks on BBC One. She worked with Johnny Depp and Gwyneth Paltrow in the film Mordecai.
Heard it's a horrible movie.
So have I, but I've always been curious about it. It's one of those movies where it's horrible, but you can't help but wonder.
Yeah, fair. It's like when you're driving by a car wreck. You can't help but look.
Well, I can, and I do that very well. Thank you very much. Okay, so and she played the lead role in indie horror Writer's Retreat. In 2015, she appeared in the indie film Super Bob with Catherine Tate. She also appeared in the Harry Hill movie. Sorry.
So, yeah, the Lena Horne popped out to me. Like, do you know who Lena Horne is?
I think it says so on the wiki page, which I deleted, but I was so tired when I wrote this that I don't remember.
Lena Horne is a multiple award-winning actor, singer, and civil rights activist. He passed away in 2010 at the age of 92.
Ooh,
yeah.
Good for her.
She's like a legend in civil rights and in old Hollywood and stuff. Oh yeah.
Cool. Now I'm actually sorry I deleted it.
And she actually her grandson, Jack Cannavale, his dad is Bobby Cannavale from Ant-Man. And
Wait.
Jumanji.
Wait a minute.
So
Dive back. What?
Her son-in-law is Bobby Cannavale from Ant-Man, Jumanji.
Her son-in-law?
Yeah, the guy who married her daughter.
You said his dad.
Well, no. I gave you the name of the kid before I was like, oh, and his dad. So Bobby Cannavale, his son Jake, is the grandson of Lena Horne.
Yeah. Hey, Mando!
Don't think I got that far in the series.
What series?
Mandalorian.
You didn't watch Mandalorian?
Only seen the first season.
He's in the first season. That's where the whole thing comes from.
Okay then.
He's from that one Tatooine episode directed by oh shit, shame on me. I'm forgetting Filoni. How could I forget Filoni's first name?
Dave
Filoni. Yeah, he's the one in the Dave Filoni episode where he just goes, "Hey, Mando!" all the time.
Okay.
The gunslinger which introduced Ming-Na Wen.
Right. Yes, Bill Burr.
Yeah, and teases Boba Fett. I really need to go to sleep because I am wasted.
Well,
Thankfully,
we're almost there.
Yeah, thankfully, only 2 left because we already covered Anya Kingdom when we talked about Jane Slavin because she plays 2 companions. So the other character from the Dalek Universe series, alongside the 10th Doctor, Mark 7, played by Joe Sims. Get it? Mark 7.
Mach 7. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mark 7, because he's an android. He has appeared extensively on television and stage, and has a real ear for voices and accents, performing over 100 different characters for radio, including radio drama The Archers, whilst his varied TV appearances include Endeavour, Father Brown, Ultimate Force, Uncle, The Basil Brush Show, Children's Animation Cunnington, and the BBC One drama Casualty. In 2009, he appeared in the Indonesian film Merah Putih, as well as its 2010 sequel Dera Garuda. Apologies for mispronouncing the name. I do not know Indonesian.
Yeah, no kidding.
Or Javanese, I believe it's the language in Indonesia, I think. In 2012, he was in As We Forgive Them at the Arcola Theatre in London. In 2013, he first appeared in ITV's BAFTA-winning drama, drumroll please,
Right there it is.
Broadchurch. He reprised the role for the program's second and third series. In 2014, he voiced roles in Dark Souls 2, the video game. He also appeared in the BAFTA-winning ITV docudrama The Lost Honor of Christopher Jeffries. In 2016, he had a recurring role in ITV's Beowulf, Return of the Shield Lands. In 2016, he appeared in Fox TV's Houdini and Doyle, Midsummer Murders, Crime and Punishment, Red Dwarf, and Series 2 of Stan Lee's Lucky Man. In 2018, he appeared in a 4-part adaptation of Joe All Alone and shot a feature film playing King Duncan in Macbeth. He was also nominated for Best Supporting Actor at 2017 BBC Audio Drama Awards for his role in BBC Radio 4's drama Lifelessness. Okay, if that's what it says. The following year, he was nominated for Best Actor at the 2018 BBC Audio Drama Award for his role in Oliver Park, the Easter Riot. In 2019, he was in the film Everything I Ever Wanted to Do to Tell My Daughter About Men. That's a long mouthful.
Yeah, no,
He's also appearing in the new series of Britannia, Shakespeare in Hathaway, Agatha Raisin, The Haunted House, and Peebs. By the way, not to be confused with The Haunted Mansion. And side note, do not go to see that movie.
yeah, I haven't heard anything good about it.
I've seen it, and I have a few good things to say about it, but not enough.
Yeah,
Not enough to make me want to recommend it.
my mom wants to see it, but I'm like, I'll wait till Disney Plus.
My mom too, and she was so disappointed when I told her that I didn't like it. Okay, so he also portrayed series regular in the Netflix series Free Reign. In 2020, he was in the comedy The First Team. In 2021, he first appears in Doctor Who as David Tennant's companion, android Mark 7 in Dalek Universe for Big Finish. In 2022, he narrated the hit Channel 4 series Sarah Beanie's New Life in the Country, another big mouthful. And he also played the role of Deputy Marshal Arnhost in the Doctor Who episode The Power of the Doctor. In 2013, he filmed Jade Adams' co-created comedy set in a Bristolian call center called Ruby Speaking for ITVX. And oh look, Bear's back!
Yeah.
So that was a lot to unpack there. What did you think?
Yeah, decent enough career. Like, my God. Like, again, it's I've heard of the properties, but I don't recall him in it.
Okay.
Like, I don't remember who he played in The Power of the Doctor.
Me neither, and I loved the episode. Probably one of the people at the beginning on the train.
Oh, maybe.
Probably.
Maybe.
All right, so final one for today.
Yep.
Is Safia Ingar, who appears alongside Jacob Dudman as the 11th Doctor in the 11th Doctor Chronicles, playing the character of Valerie Lockwood, a sort of in-between character having him transition from the Doctor we see at the end of Angels Take Manhattan to where we see him in the Snowman episode. So sort of a transition period while he's out looking for whoever Clara Oswald is. He's got this character with him.
Cool.
Okay. So, yeah. TV. Summer of Rockets in 2019. Inexplicables in 2021. Doctors 2021. And The Witcher in 2023. Film appearances. Behavior in 2017. And What's Love Got to Do with It in 2022. Yeah, that's the biopic.
Yeah, that's the biopic. Yeah.
Yeah. So, video games, another Eden, The Cat Beyond Time and Space, whatever that means, from 2019, Valkyrie Asylum in 2022, and Diablo 4 in 2023. And
cool.
That's all I wrote.
Wow. Yeah, a few good things, but again, no idea who she is.
Cool. And so far, the 12th Doctor does not have any new companions added to him because they don't really do a lot of stuff with him necessarily, especially now since Jacob Dudman's gone to do other things. And you'll notice that because we had such an extensive list of people, I did not do like Jenny the Doctor's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doria Maldavar, Churchill, the Paternoster gang.
That would have
I
been
think they just what? They deserve an episode of their own, but that is a story for another time. Oof. And thankfully, next week I'm not doing this again. I need a break, so let's pick a topic that's much more doable and doesn't last for 3 hours.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, yeah.
Right. Oof. So, before we do our plugs, any of the people we talked about today stands out to you?
Other than some of the works, none particularly. Well, I mean, the few that like example the one girl from the Daleks take Manhattan got me. But yeah, no, I mean, good on them. They've all look like they've done good for themselves. So
Yeah, and Gideon from Legends of Tomorrow.
yeah, that one I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I recognized her voice while I was listening to it, and then I saw the name and like, oh yeah, that's where I recognize her from. Yeah. But answer me this, because I'm kind of struggling with this. Speaking of Miranda Raisin from the Daleks at Manhattan, is it just me, or does she look like Roxy Stryer?
A little bit. It's the chin and the hair.
Yes, and I'm willing to show you other pictures of her on the covers of Big Finish stuff.
Yeah,
and, like, she looks frighteningly like Roxy Stryer.
I believe it.
And I had this conversation with Ben when we did the companions, the 4-hour companions video. But yeah, so where can the good people of the interwebs find you?
You can find me on this channel doing stuff with 50 all the time. You can find me over on the So Diggin' Wrestling channel, and you can find me on my personal Instagram and Twitter at soda_the_saxman.
And you can also find me every Monday on this show, provided, of course, we can upload this episode on time again. But you can also find me on Fun with Flags every Thursday with this wonderful gentleman again. And on my own YouTube channel, 50 Shades of Geek, where I do weekly reviews of every single Doctor Who episode from 1963 to 2022. Hopefully, because I had a bit of a rough weekend, hopefully I can remember to upload this week's episode, the same day that this show goes online. Hopefully I don't miss a week again. But yeah, you can also find all of these wonderful channels, Something to Talk About, Galaxy Geeks, Multiverse of Geekdom, Movie Lovers Unite, The Midnight Cinema, 8-Town Reviews, and in the front row, who is still not pictured on this thumbnail, but yeah, so these are all the people that can be found in the wider Benverse universe. So I have been me, he has been he, and Bear has been adorable. So thank you all for watching if you have, and in the words of Missy herself,
don't forget to like and subscribe.
Goodbye.